Welcome, everybody. We are live here for the 2025 D&D Sports Network Mountain Showcase live draft at Glenn Martin Hammond's office here in Coal Run, Coach.
Oh, are you kidding me? Darryl McCoy, is this? It's either I'm getting old, getting old, a little senile, but I believe this is our fourth or fifth edition. Fifth edition of the All-Star Game. Started way back when. Over in Jenkins, right? They were great hosts. Man, oh man. We've got a full night of draft picks. You're not going to want to go anywhere. You're going to want to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tune in. Find out where your cousin, where your uncle, no, not your uncle, we hope not.
Yeah.
Your nephew, your brother or sister's going in this draft. Darryl McCoy, he's had a pretty good track record the last few years.
Well, I tell you, I'm extremely excited this year, and we're going to talk here in a second about everything. By the way, this segment is sponsored by Glenn Martin Hammond. If you're looking for an attorney, it can get you the outcome you've been looking for and the judgment you deserve. If you're in it for the win, call Glenn. Coach, when you sit here and look at all this, I mean, it's been 3 weeks. I've been smothered out working on this from the second I get up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I know some of you parents out there know that because I've sent messages at 2 o'clock. Hey, when you get up in the morning, let me know this, let me know that. It's been very hectic. Just talking some of the changes. Obviously, the big change is the venue. 4 years. Our friends at Jenkins have been phenomenal to us. And for you folks wondering, it's not goodbye to Jenkins. We'll probably go back there next year. It's just it was the situation this year where Easter fell on April 20th, the weekend we've always had it. So every weekend between now and then, it's either a prom or a graduation that has been conflicting interest. So there's no weekends free. Right. So we've having to have it during the week, which is another change. But to ask some of the kids from 16th region, deep in the 14th region and over in West Virginia to travel to Jenkins on a school night, it was just going to be too hard of a situation.
Well, Jenkins is borders Virginia, Darryl McCoy, long drive. Well, as you said, Jenkins, great host all those years. Yeah. Moving it over to Belfry High School, and I'm just finding out about, and man, I've done a lot of games there, but I'm finding out about the great hot dog chili they have. The hot dogs are the best in the business. I can't wait for that. Should be a great day of basketball, great day of hoops, because, Darryl, you know this, you're a Belfry guy, but man, oh man, in the last year, and they've always been great, but in the last year, they have really embraced D&D sports, and they've really embraced the athletic programs. I'm looking for this one to be the biggest yet at Belfry on Pond Creek.
Listen, I love the fact that Boo Hager, Matt Varney, the administration up at Belfry, they've welcomed us with open arms. When we went up there, I mean, it's anything we need, to get it done. I know Mark Thompson has went above and beyond, but Brent Perry, as long as he's there, Belfry's going to, they're going to have things rolling in the right direction. And, Boo Hager has made a lot of positive changes. And, we couldn't, we're very excited. For you folks wondering, we was going to have it at the Williamson Fieldhouse. One year that's definitely where it's going to be because it's right on the border. But, it's situation with the flood. FEMA still has control of the field house, so we couldn't get the field house. So we got the closest venue to it, and that's Belfry High School. And I'm telling you, Coach, when you take a look at the talent that's in this game, we've never had this much talent from top to bottom in every class. It's unbelievable how much talent's going to be on Pond Creek over the next week.
Well, we talked about it. We talked about it earlier today, kind of reviewing some things, and you're right. You're naming committals so far, committed, right? Folks that, man, you might be surprised on who's going to be a part of this. And we're talking about potential big-time names, and no doubt about it, top 30 players, top 25 players in each class, not only locally, because D&D Sports used to do those rankings, but statewide, Darryl.
Yeah.
You have got top 20 players littered across each class.
Yeah, you're talking, we've got probably in 4 classes, we've got up to 4 players ranked in the top 10 in their state.
Yeah.
So that's something that, we've always had great talent, but where we've had it on a weekend, a lot of your bigger players, has had to miss out, in case, your son Braxton Keathley, the last 2 years has been going to an AAU event. So it's just a situation having it during the week, that at the end of the day, we thought that it would, it would be a little different, but that was definitely one of the positive sides to it, that you get the best talent here.
Yeah, best talent. It's going to be a big-time event, as it always is. Nobody does it like D&D when you talk about all-star events. And you know that because when you tune in, you've seen that year in and year out, just like this draft that's getting ready to take place. Nobody does it quite like we do.
Yeah, I want to take, when you take, we'll talk about it here, but D&D Sports Network's been going through a lot of changes over the last week, and it's over the last 3 months. Yeah, we went through a ton of changes. A lot of positive changes. Changing the way we've done things in the past. We got some new people involved, and it's just going to things are moving forward. And a tremendous pace right now, and this All-Star game, Mountain Showcase.
Yeah.
Don't want to. Used to be an All-Star game.
Showcase.
It's a showcase. Yeah. In this one, we'll talk about it in a minute. Some of the people we have coming, as far as coaches, some of the people that reach out to us, and a lot more that's going on here around the D&D Sports Network. So make sure you come right back and join us here on the D&D Sports Network live draft as we'll get started next. If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service, that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE. If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes. Back here in Coal Run, Glenn Martin Hammond's office, #1 attorney in Pike and Floyd counties, Kevin Keathley. I'm Darryl McCoy, producer KJ on the boards. We are here 2025 Mountain Showcase live draft, Coach. Listen, I've been waiting all year. The grind session, we've took time off the grind session this year. We've been busy, as everybody knows, our son split, different schools, so we was pulled in different directions. But, it's something we got a lot to talk about over the next little bit. So, after this draft, we may try to bring the grind session back for a week or two.
I like it. Bring it on back. Yeah. Let's recap everything that's went down. A lot of basketball news. Let us know if you hear me good, loud and clear. We're live and live in color there. I ain't been able to say that in a while, and this draft is getting ready to just, as you said, Darryl, the trajectory of the D&D Sports Network just keeps going up and up and up, evolving. This is what this showcase event's going to be about. It's just going to keep evolving.
Yeah, this year it's going to be the best and the biggest ever. Having it during the week, there was a lot of roadblocks, but before we even got started, when we put it out, Coach, we had 3 coaches that messaged within the 24-hour period and said they was coming.
Yeah.
So, right now, I think we got 5 on the boys' side that's committed to coming, 4 on the girls, and then we've had another probably 5 to 6 that said they'll be watching online that we've reached out to personally. So, if you're looking for an opportunity, this is the opportunity for you. And not just college coaches. I forgot about that. We got scouting services coming, national scouting services, blue chip recruits be there. So there's a lot of people going to be in the house ready to give, I guess the spotlight that you deserve. You go there, you show out against the best of the best, you're going to get noticed, and there's going to be a lot of people talking about you when they leave there.
Yeah, you better believe it. And guess what? It's on the largest sports network, dare I say, not only in Eastern Kentucky and West Virginia, but statewide.
Yeah, and speaking, we're not. You'll see them there in the building, but even got some Division I coaches going to be in the house this year. So,
wow, that's huge.
So definitely a big opportunity. Again, this segment sponsored by Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. As you're sitting here, Coach, you've sat here and looked at some of the names. This year, as we've expanded over into West Virginia, and we're continuing to grow up in West Virginia tremendously. Already next year, we've locked up deals doing Spring Valley, Cabell Midland, moving up through that Huntington, Charleston area. So very excited about the growth moving forward. But, when you sit and look, a lot of these players, we've got a load from Huntington Prep going to be here. We've got... kids, as always, from the 16th region, 14th, 15th, and all of our West Virginia coverage area. But we got more kids. And we've got a few kids, Coach, right outside our coverage area that ain't necessarily schools that we've covered, but they are top-tier talent that wanted to come and be a part of this because they've seen so many talented players getting involved in it.
Well, anytime you get an opportunity to showcase your talents on this big of a stage, D&D Sports Network, and then be a part of something that, okay, let me see how do I match up? If you're a competitor, you want to see, how do I match up against this guy? All right, I hear a lot of talk about him. Okay, can he compete with me? And if you're a competitor, you want to find that out, right? So come on over. Let's go.
I'll tell you what else we're going to find out is we're going to find out that I'm a better front office guy than you, as we see every year.
Well, listen, I don't know.
I'm just just letting the fans know what they're in for tonight.
Right. He believes that he's. We were talking about it. I don't know how it shaped up last year. Now the first year he did get me good. He got me pretty good on the games.
Well, the big thing is that first year was really your first year back in the area.
Yeah.
You've been here for a bit, but as far as the middle school, you dominated.
Right.
Because your son was in the middle school, and the girls you dominated.
Yeah.
It was just the high school boys could take a little getting used to.
A little out of the loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've caught up and maybe passed me since then. But I'm ready to. I'm ready to give it to you tonight.
Well, here we go. I'm excited for this one.
Very excited. And as you know, we always ladies first on the show. So we'll get started with the girls' middle school. But as we get set to head over to the big board, we'll take one quick break, and then we'll be right back as we'll get the draft started.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 and reach us Monday through Friday.
Hi everybody, Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. If you want to work for the nicest fleet of trucks around, call Eric's Trucking. Right now we are hiring for 18 and 10-wheeler drivers. Must have CDLs. Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners, Tug Valley Panthers, and all mountain athletes. And we are back here, Glenn Martin Hammond's office here in Coal Run. If you're in it for the win, call Glenn, Coach #1 attorney in Pike and Floyd counties. This segment is sponsored by Cheech's Pizza, your #1 pizza place in Lenore, West Virginia. Hit them up for all your pizza and pasta needs. Coach, one thing I want to remind everybody is when we go over these names here, these are ones that we have either confirmed or have said that, you know, they're probably going to be here. So, you know, want to remind, if there could very well be names, and this is where we need you guys at home to be very active in this draft. If we leave your kid out during that draft, let us know. Don't let it go, you know, past. Let us know during this show so we can go back and we can add them to a team, you know, because it could very easily, you know, we could very easily leave a kid out. I mean, we're dealing with nearly 200 kids here.
Exactly. So you just let us know.
So that's all it is. Just let us know real quick so we can make sure that it gets fixed and we can get them on a team here during the show. And if not, you can send us a message after and we'll put them on there afterwards. So let's head on over to the big board.
I'm ready.
All right.
This is girls middle school, 7th grade, right, Darryl McCoy?
Girls middle school, didn't know it's
7th,
8th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Yeah, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah. Now, the difference is this year, for you folks at home, this year, Coach, little different. You know, we had to cut some games because of it being in the middle of the week.
Right.
So, you know, ideally you can get 3 if you push it 4 games a night. So we had to cut the 6th grade boys game out completely. We'll have it back next year, but for you folks at home, if you're wondering, that's why it ended up getting cut. So, Coach, so you got a quarter, producer KJ? I think I do.
I'm a flipper.
Listen, I don't know if I should trust producer KJ here. Him and Kevin's been getting pretty tight over there before the show.
Who's calling the first flip?
I'll let Coach call.
Heads.
Darryl looks.
Yeah.
It's tails.
Yeah, tails.
Okay.
So I got first pick on this one, Coach. So let me look at the draft sheet here. Let's see. Listen, I see a lot of them Logan girls, and you can't go wrong ever drafting Logan Timberwolf in girls basketball. I'm gonna go with Miley Cogrove.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Miley Cogrove off right away.
All right.
So, wait. First, who do we got coaching?
The middle school coaches is
let's see, Randy Davis and Cam Morris.
yes.
So we'll go up here. I tell you what, I got the pick. So you pick the coach you'll represent first.
So, 2 coaches again.
Randy Davis from Dorton and Cam Morris from Johnson City.
Let's go Randy Davis.
So you got Randy Davis. And I got Cam Morris. Coach is going with the veteran, giving me the young gun. And right away, Miley Cogrove from Belfry. Miley Cogrove, Coach, played up at the high school level. Girl is a scorer. You know, she can score a multitude of ways. I think she's a young lady that's got Division I potential if she continues to put in the work.
She's got a lot of talent. That's, you know, had her.
I could read your mind. I could tell that you was looking to possibly take her. So,
but I tell you what, I'm going to go with this young lady. Very impressed with her skill set as my #1 pick, and it's going to be Riley Feltner from Knott County.
Well, Coach, here's the thing. If I would have picked Miley Cogrove, Riley Feltner was going to be my next one. So,
unbelievable work ethic.
Yeah, she's Riley. She's one of them kids for you folks at home. You cannot not root for that girl. I mean, you talking about a girl that puts in the work.
Yeah.
I mean, she is second to none when it comes to work ethic. And she's so affectionate. When you're around her, you can't help not to like her.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a killer pick.
Yeah.
So I think Coach 1A and 1B.
Yeah,
And, when you go to Miley Cove Grove Riley Field.
Both are ballers, no doubt about it.
So, Riley Feltner from Knott Central. Transferred there from Perry Central when the McLarenesses. Well, she might have went before the McLarenesses, but she transferred in that time frame.
Yeah.
And playing for Coach Megan Huff this year, had a really good year. So that brings me up to the number 2 pick. So the second here, I tell you what, I'm gonna take a young lady that's got varsity experience, and it really impressed me, especially on the defensive side. Very good teammate. Love what she made of. Give me Gracie Woods from Lawrence County.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a great pick. Big time pick, Miss Gracie Woods.
You're going to mark her up?
I'm gonna being at Belfry, and I'm telling you, I've got an opportunity to watch that young lady several times. We've called her games. Lexi Mapes, second pick there, Darryl McCoy.
So you going with size right out the gate?
Yeah, need some size to counteract. As good as Riley is, need some size.
All right, let me see here what I got. As we're sitting there. Tell you what, I'm gonna head over to West Virginia, and I'm gonna go with a girl that led headlines a lot last year or the year before when she was at Birch, but ended up transferring to Logan to play for the Lady Timberwolves. I'm gonna go with Journey Blair.
Yeah.
So give me Journey Blair. I think she's another girl that you can make a case for a number 1 pick. Producer KJ's probably got to see her as much as anybody.
Yeah, I watched her a lot when she was at Birch and then Lefty.
Yeah.
I think that Logan girls team won another championship this year too.
They went undefeated, didn't lose a game. Like they are, when you talk girls basketball teams, I would love to see. I don't know if they got to play Belfry's team. Somebody let us know in the comment section if that happened. But both of them teams are stacked, and you're going to see a lot of players from those 2 teams represented. You know, and again, we do got players that hasn't reached out and told us yet that they're playing that I'm sure is going to be playing in this. So, you know, let us know during this draft or let us know afterwards so we can add you to the list if you are not in this live draft tonight.
Darryl McCoy, another Belfry player. Again, you talk about work ethic. You talk about getting in the gym, getting reps up. You know, you want somebody that maybe can also handle that rock. And I'm going to go with Emma Dixon.
Yeah, little Emma Dixon. She's one coach that I can tell you what, Randy Davis is going to have a ball coaching that young lady. She is fun to coach.
Matt said they did play.
They did play? Who won that game? Let us know. Coach, we'll sit here. I'm going to go. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get her out of the way, without this going any further. Give me Jersey White.
Okay.
She's another one, producer KJ. You got to see her a ton. The girl, extremely talented. Jersey White.
Belfry girls won. Did you hear me?
Yep. So Belfry girls won that one. Definitely like to see the rematch of that one too.
Darryl, let's go with Miss Markham from Martin County. Yeah.
Well, Coach, I was hoping she would slip by you. The McKenna Markham, I'll be as honest as I can. I didn't know much about McKenna.
Right.
And her coach, Boo Newsom, reached out to me after I sent the invites out, and she said, "Hey, you got to invite this McKenna Markham." Well, I was at another showcase event in the last week, and I seen this girl shoot the rock.
Yeah.
This girl can shoot. So you got a PTP in McKenna Markham. She is a up and coming stud. You definitely picked a good one there for Coach Randy Davis.
And the thing again, as Darryl McCoy mentioned, folks, is look, these are the names that have locked in, dialed in, and said we're going to be there.
Yeah.
So if there's somebody that they're supposed to be here, maybe it slipped through the cracks, or maybe you haven't got back. You need to let you need to let Darryl McCoy know ASAP.
Yeah, try to let us know in the comment section. If you did, and that way we can make sure you're a part of the live draft. And even if it's after this here, let us know before the end of the show so we can put you on the team and you can get your notoriety, Coach.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't even got to look at that. I can't believe you let it slip this far. But I'm going with a girl that got a lot of varsity experience last year. She is the younger sister, 14th Region Player of the Year, Kyra McLaren.
Yeah.
I'm taking young Danny McLaren.
Listen, that's who I was going with next. And
Well, there's one guy in the comments that knows what he's talking about. That's Ashley Dalton, because he said KJ is the man.
He's hitting the bottle heavy tonight, Coach.
That's my man, Ashley Dalton.
Yeah.
Let's go with, and again, I'm not as well rounded versed as I once was, junior high girls, especially over in West Virginia. But I'm feeling good about this one. Let's go with Miley Fleming from Logan.
Yeah, she can play too.
She's part of the sister duo, Coach. Miley and Lily Fleming.
Yeah.
So this here, as you take that, listen, I've got to take this young lady, and I know he's going to be upset that I'm taking her, but I've got to. Before it gets any further, give me Addison Davis. So I'm going to go Randy Davis's daughter.
Yeah, man, oh man.
So,
Stole the coach's daughter.
now I will say this for you folks that's familiar with the D&D Mountain Showcase, the D&D All-Star Game in the past. We do always put a caveat: the coaches get one trade, so you coaches have to agree, have to reach out and have to agree. And for you, like if a situation, Randy Davis, if he wants his daughter, he may have to give up a quality piece to get her.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to go with next pick here for Coach Randy Davis, the legend. We're going to go, man, oh man, with Miss Cameron Akers of Mullins, Darryl McCoy.
Who?
Cameron
Akers.
Akers.
That's the coach's daughter, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
I think that's Bobby Akers' daughter. So Cameron Akers from Mullins. Coach, you just cannot get away from that Mullins. You always back the Mullins Tigers.
Somehow,
always.
I'm such a fan of Mullins, right? Yeah.
I know you have been.
Yeah.
You always, in these drafts, you always give the Mullins kids the benefit of the doubt.
I really do.
Yeah, so you stay true to them. But listen, this one here, I can't believe that she slipped or that she fell this far, but I've got to take her. She is one of my favorite players. You talking about a girl that hustles, a girl that's diving on the floor, defensive tenacity, young Kiara Woolen from Belfry. This girl is extremely fun to watch. She shouldn't even have come close to falling this far, but I was trying to take and pick her, hoping that you wouldn't pick her, and I was like, let's see how far we can go, but I can't take any more chances. I'm taking Kiara Woolen.
Belfry has such a dynamite young group of girls. You talk about with the 60th district probably down over the next few years. There's no reason that Belfry can't reel off. Of course, Matt Thornsberry, the new head coach, can't reel off. No joke, folks. 4 consecutive district titles. I'm not putting any pressure on Matt there, but literally with the way the district is right now and the talent.
Listen, as you know here, grind session, we always put our ear to the ground, and as you know, everybody knows, when Matt Thornsberry went over to Belfry, a lot of people were like, there's a lot of players that's left Belfry that's out here on other teams. Well, they go back home.
Right.
You've seen a big trend of kids. Last year you had Jackson Estridge and Brody Little go back home.
That's right.
Could you see that trend continue on the girls' side? you know, who knows? But I can tell you what, he's got the talent right now, especially with that young group, to where he's got a possible region title in his future.
I agree. And then, you know, again, how does that shape up? It'll be him and Phelps battling it out. Pike Central will be solid as well. I'm going to go with Miss Kylie Deskins from Belfry.
Callie Deskins. So Coach also won with a coach's daughter. That is the daughter of former Belfry coach Kevin Deskins. And Coach, if there's one young lady that can shoot the rock, she can shoot the ball.
Yeah.
You know, she's got a very high IQ. She don't mess up a lot. And I don't think, did she play middle school last year? I'm not sure she played or not, but she played a ton on the high school level. You know, you're getting a player there that's got a lot of varsity basketball experience.
Yeah.
So that's a really good pick. This one here. Listen, I ain't going no further when I seen it. Presley Decker. They call her Food, so I'm gonna go with Presley Decker from Logan. These I knew these Logan kids that Coach. I knew, and producer KJ, listen, there is one that's not on that list, and that's on one of the other lists that we need to write down on it, and I'll tell you, reach out here and I'll put it down for you.
Go ahead.
Definitely got to add that young lady to the list. So, you know, I mean, she is an option for you moving forward if you do choose to draft her. But
I'm going to go down the road a bit, and let's go with Gracie Ratliff from Johns Creek. Let's.
Listen, she was the one that I was really hoping that you would slip on. Gracie, I'm a huge fan of Gracie's. I'm really tight with her mama Lane. She's got brothers that play for Pike Central.
Yeah.
Trevor, trying to think Trevor's last name. He pitches for the baseball team. She's had a couple brothers that's been there. But Gracie, Coach, this is a girl that's played in this event for the past 2 or 3 years. She loves playing this event, and she's a girl that I think next year, Bobby Spears, you know, he'll be forced to play her, you know, I think some quality minutes on the varsity team. She's that good.
Right.
She's going to be a future star.
Yeah.
So you're going with Gracie Ratliff from Johns Creek. All right. Well, let's see, Coach. See who's left on the board.
I believe we have 3 picks left, maybe 4.
All right. Well, I can't let this one fall any further. I'm going with Cammie Dillon from Belfry.
I can't believe she went that far.
Well,
Oh God.
just got lucky. And I seen him down there on that list. I was waiting to see if Coach picked her, but you know he.
That's one of my best friend's daughters, Justin. Isn't that Kiara's sister, right?
Yeah.
Kiara Thornsberry's
Yeah.
sister.
All right. We've got 1, 2. Looks like we've got 2 picks left, Darryl, and I'm going to go with Lily Fleming from Logan.
You going with the sister?
Yeah, I'm going to keep the sisters in.
All right. Keep them intact. Keep the duo. Lily Fleming. Well, this one here, I got to go with a young lady that is pretty much family to me, and it is, I don't know. I got to pick her. I'm going to go with Molly Maynard.
There, Molly Maynard.
Yeah. And Coach, you got ties to Miss Molly Maynard.
Oh, real?
You coached her uncle.
Mr. Mark Booby Maynard.
Yep.
That's my guy right there, Mark Maynard. The toughest guy. Listen, if you're going to go anywhere, and if you're going out on a Friday night or Saturday, you want to bring Mark Maynard. Well, back in the day, not anymore. that guy, you want him in your corner when you're walking down a dark alley there.
Security, right?
Yeah, exactly right. I've seen him go toe-to-toe with some tough individuals. That leaves... Well, it immediately goes to me, Darryl McCoy.
Now, I will say this. Terry Jackson just said, we did not get this young lady's name, but if somebody can verify that she's going to play, then we need to know ASAP. Gracie Hind. Somebody let us know she's playing. That way we can put her on a team.
Right.
But you got the last pick, so you're going with Miss Kaylee Bowersock.
Yes.
Coach, this is a young lady. She's a high school player.
Right.
Kaylee is, and she's a young lady. Like a lot of times, I overlook her because I think she's a high school kid.
Right.
But she's still like unbelievably young, unbelievably talented. There John Meade has got a up and coming. Like she's a player that when you talk Sadie Johnson, the next tier. After Sadie leaves, she's going to hand the torch over to Kaylee Bowersock.
Right. As you mentioned, John Meade just taking over that girls program midway through the year last year. He's got a lot of talent to work with, and Bowersock is one of them.
So, as you're sitting here, the coach, we will go with this year. Let's see, last year you wore the home jerseys. This year, I'll wear the home jerseys. So, Cam Ward, whoever I draft for, will wear their home white, or their white uniforms, and the collar is the away uniform. So, Coach Keathley's team, which is always in the past, we've done Team David and Team Darryl, but Coach Keathley's team, on here, him and David, I guess we've always went that way, but they will be wearing the collared uniforms. The Cam Works and the team I draft will be wearing white uniforms. So make sure you reach out to your coach and you bring your uniforms. So this is white side, the left side of the board is white, this side is the colored. So make sure that you guys bring that. But that concludes it. Listen, if you are not in here, let us know in the comment section. Shoot us a DM. Let us know so we can get your kid in the draft, or we can take it out to a team later. Because I promise you, it's very easy that a kid could have been left off.
Easy to be left off, but it's just as easy to say, "Hey, they slipped through the cracks."
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah, it's easy to happen. So
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back live from Glenn Martin Hammond's office as you're watching the 2025 Mountain Showcase live draft here on the D&D Sports Network. If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Come on down to Moorcross at 1523 West Avenue here in Williamson, West Virginia. We've got great deals going on right now on all of our new and pre-owned inventory. Guys, we've got rates as low as 0% on 36 months on select units, as well as up to $8,000 off in rebates on select units as well. We have Wranglers, Compasses, Grand Cherokees, second and third row. We also have the Wagoneers. We have Rams 2500s, 1500s. We've got a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles. Come on down, check us out here at Moore Chrysler. Well, we're not here to sell your car. We're here to help you buy one.
Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you. Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
And we are back here, Coach, as we're live at Glenn Martin Hammond's office, as always brought to you by one of our great sponsors. This segment is sponsored by Markham Remora and Associates, #1 attorney in Mingo County. If you're looking for somebody that can get the job done in the courtroom, call Justin Markham or Marshall Remora at Markham Remora and Associates. So, Kevin Keathley, Darryl McCoy, Coach. Did you take a picture before you erase that?
We got it on there.
Yeah, we can go on there. We'll have to go give a screenshot. So, as you're sitting here, Coach, looking, we got comments coming in. We see Christina Jewell says she will let Gracie Hine know and try to let us know before the draft's over. Terry Jackson says this is so awesome. First time watching this. Going to be a big time event on Pond Creek. Jeff Justice says Mark Booby Maynard, world's fastest knockout.
I don't doubt it.
Flying knee. Yep.
Oh, wow.
So,
I don't doubt it, though.
But as we're sitting here, who would ever thought that would have come up in the draft?
Right. Exactly right.
We're going to move on here to coach the 7th grade boys. And as we're sitting here, the coaches, well, let's move over to the big board before we talk to coaches.
I'd say Terry trains a lot of these kids, don't he?
Oh, yeah, a lot of these kids, Terry James.
Me and Terry played ball together all the way through school.
Terry Jackson getting people scholarships, right?
Yep. Terry's an unbelievable trainer.
Yeah.
I was just
Positive. I like the positivity.
J&J Training Center there in Williamson. So, this brings us to the 7th grade, Coach. Who do we got coaching 7th grade?
We've got John Mead, who's done a lot on the boys and girls side. The girls high school coach at Shelby Valley now. And then we've got Mr. Jeff Large.
Yeah, so
let's do can't pick a coach yet. You gotta wait till whoever gets the coin toss.
Yeah.
Right.
The first pick, the other guy gets to coach.
Yeah, so as we're sitting here, let's do the coin toss real quick. I'm going to go tails never fails.
You're right.
Yeah, tails. So,
There you go.
Coach, you get to pick the coach you're representing.
Let's go with Jeff Large.
You're going with Jeff Large, and in charge, you're going with the Raceland native. Jeff has had a lot of success in that Raceland area, and AAU. Jeff is one of the best coaches around. We're definitely lucky that Jeff's a part of this. Unbelievable how much he helps us with this event, and he's coached a lot of big time players in the past. So 7th grade, as coach, we get started here. I'm gonna take. So I'll win the pick. Let me see. First pick. There is so much talent on this. Tell you what, I'm going to go with the #1 player in his class, Coach. And in West Virginia, I'm going to go with the big fella, Joel Frazier from Huntington Prairie.
Well, there we go. That's a big time pick.
Yeah.
I think, KJ, you might have the scroll on there. Do you have the?
No, that's
Okay.
a different game.
Okay, I was like, right. Joel Frazier from Huntington Prep. Of course, you jumped right out of the gate on that one. And this is just honest, folks. So listen, some of this not as versed again in the 7th grade as what I have been, but let's go with. Let's go with Darryl McCoy. Let's go with from Boyd County. Hayden LeMaster.
Hayden LeMaster. That is a coach. I can tell you this, and Jeff Large. I know Jeff Large is very excited that you started out with 16th region kids. Any of them kids, we seen this last year, and this is no joke. You fans at home definitely paid attention, and it was noticeable in the games. The 16th region kids at them young ages are so, they are ahead of the curve from most areas. It's unbelievable how talented. Their youth coaches is doing a fabulous job up there. So any of them 16th region kids, you are getting a steal.
Skill set, they're, like you said, ahead of the curve.
Yep. So as you're sitting here looking on that, I'm going to go with a kid that I have been extremely high on since he was in 5th grade, and we've covered for a long time, Coach. Over from the 14th region, Eli Figueroa.
Oh,
Figgy.
Come on now.
Getting Figgy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That energy will be turned all the way up.
It definitely is with this kid.
That name sounds so good. Where do you play at?
The Fleming Neon, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is very talented.
All right. Let's go with. Let's go with Ethan Ferris from Lenore.
From Braden Ferris's little brother.
Yeah.
All right. The
chef. Junior.
Yep. So what would he? If Braden's the chef, what's he, Coach?
Sous chef.
See the
Right.
See the fry cooker?
Yeah, right. Exactly right.
He's a sous chef.
A sous chef.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Assistant. You got the main chef and then you got the sous chef.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, sous chef.
Or they call them the preppers when they dice up the onions and get everything ready for the chef.
The coach, this one right here, I'm gonna go with a kid that nationally ranked. He's went viral for a couple videos. This kid, he's unreal with size. He's about 6'5", I think is what they say. Somebody let us know. Jacob Carter from Boyd
Oh my
County.
goodness, he's got a lot of size. You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
And I can't believe that either one of us waited that long to get him, but I forgot. It's hard to see down there at the bottom of that list, and his name was down there at the bottom, so they definitely got a steal there.
Let's go with. I'm going to go back to Boyd, 16th region, and go with Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy, Coach. I'm really upset that you took him because I knew for a fact that you wouldn't. I was like, Coach won't take him. That kid, if I'm not mistaken, he had like a 44-point game this season. He can flat out stroke the 3-pointer, maybe the best 3-point shooter in it. He's up there.
Yeah.
So Colt Boyd County. Man, I can't believe you took him. Now, with you taking him, oh, no, I know what I'm thinking. Mikey Archer from Louisa.
There we go.
Yeah.
Stephen Newsom says 6'8".
6'8", coach, seventh
Yeah.
grader. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, well, there's one kid on there that's got size. He's not that size, but he's got size. So I'll let coach try to figure that one out.
You can have the Twin Towers, Darryl, if he don't.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Jet Ward, is he 7th or 8th grade? Gunner Ward's little brother.
I'm not sure. Somebody might let us know.
Let us know, because he's written down in 7th, but I think he's an 8th grader. Kendra Harris says Jacob Carter is amazing.
Let's go with Weston Tackett from Betsy Lane.
Uh-oh, coach sticking to his roots.
Listen, again, folks, I mean, for some reason, people don't realize that one time I was a Bobcat. I'm as big a Bobcat fan deep in my heart here, folks. I'm a Betsy Lane fan, and people, for some reason, I love Betsy Lane.
Well, I mean, I think there's been reasons to
Well,
say that.
there was a lot of tomfoolery that went on there at that district tournament.
So I'm glad you let me
Yeah,
know.
right.
Yes, I ain't gonna go no further.
7th, Darryl.
They had him on 8th on here. They had him on 7th. I thought he was 8th grader. Coach, listen, I hate to do this again, but I'm gonna take the coach's son, Josiah Large. He had a couple large games. This kid is large and in charge. Last year he come and he put on a show here. From Raceland, Raceland has a very bright future with this young man. Josiah
Taking
Large.
away from his dad.
Yep. Yeah. So, my thought process in this is if they want to spend their trade on getting their kid, then they're going to have to give something up good for that
Oh,
coach.
so you're giving a trade this year?
Yeah, every year you get one. The coaches get one free trade,
Okay.
so they can trade one of the players on there. So
if you want your kid, you can.
yeah, I'm playing it smart here.
But like it says, Shannon Ward says Jet is 7th. Darryl.
Okay. I had it right. I was thinking he was 8th. Yeah.
With Darryl McCoy, I'm going to stay in the 58th district area, and if he's anything like, if he's anything like his brother, Mr. Spriggs from Floyd Central, right?
You're going Caden Spriggs.
Going with Caden Spriggs, you're getting a tough competitor.
Bay Valley.
Yep. Sticking coach sticking to his 58th district group. Let me say that pen real quick.
Is the other young man from Bay Valley playing in it that played a lot of high school ball this year? Lucas Howard, 8th grader?
Not as of yet.
I'll tell you what. Somebody mentioned this, but I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and take Colton Thompson off. I ain't going to let him go any further.
Colton Thompson.
Yep. We'll go ahead and take Colton.
All right. Hey, listen, you gotta have some size here, and I think right now maybe Coach Large needs it, right?
He said Jacob Carter. He said, "Coach, give me some size."
So what about Mr. Deskins
Anakin Deskins, that's who I was talking about. The coach did remember him from last year. Anakin, the big kid out of Crum, his kid, he's family to Kevin May. So this is a kid that, Coach, if you're looking on there, he's probably the only kid that's even going to come close to having the size to kind of slow Mr. Jacob Carter down a little bit, and I don't know that he can do that, because that's a tall task for anybody, literally. So as we move on here, Coach, I'm going to, with this next pick, I'm going to Owen McCoy. I didn't even see him.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Boyd County native, Owen McCoy. I can't let you take both McCoys, Coach.
No, that wouldn't be right.
No. And I can tell you what, they're good ball players, because if they wasn't, their names would be happy.
That's a good point. That's exactly right. All right, let's stick in the 58th district. Let's go with B.J. Gibson from May Valley.
B.J. Gibson, so still sticking with him. This is a kid that, whenever a lot of people reach out and was nominating him, and they said, there's like, this young kid right here, there's like, he's going to be next in line after Lucas Howard Jack Johnson graduates May Valley.
Right.
So that's a huge pick for you there. So as a setting here, I guess my next pick, I'm going to go with a kid that, listen, I know nothing about this kid, but I'm going to take his word for it. As you know, Justin McCoy, he's a McCoy, so he's an honored guy. He respected. He don't lie. He's a McCoy. We can believe him.
Right.
I'm going to go with Blake Smith from Phelps.
Down. Listen, let's go with, I'm going to go all the way down to Jenkins, and we're going to go with Bryson Bradley.
The Bryson Bradley, he's got, Coach, that's the other kid. You may be doing size by committee, that he don't have Jacob Carter size, but he's probably the next biggest kid on there. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
If one gets in foul trouble, you're playing smart there. Now, as we're sitting here, I tell you what, I like this name, Coach. I'm not going to. I'm going to go with Gatlin Chafin.
Yeah.
With a name like Gatlin, he's got to be ready to shoot, right?
He's going to be ready to knock it down all day and all night.
Correct.
Well, let's go with another Chaffins, right? And let's go with Braxton. Braxton Chaffin.
Coach, actually, that was my next. That's my guy. The very close to Braxton. That was my next pick. That's the young man I've been telling you about that my son trains. So the young, very talented kid out of Kermit, West Virginia, transferred from Lenore. Kid's got a bright future. He's another one of them Terry Jackson guys. He trains Terry Jackson and Matthew Perry. Kid's extremely talented, bright future. So that was a huge pick though. Now, next pick, I tell you what, I'm going to go, Coach. On this list here, there's very few. I think there's only 3 6th graders that we allowed to play in this. And, we had limited numbers because it's a 7th grade group. But I'm going to go with a 6th grader here. And I seen this kid play at a showcase over in the 14th region earlier this year. And when I seen him play, I wrote his name down on a pad.
Right.
And I said, there's going to come a time when, I'm going to have to remember this kid's name. Jonah Moon. He is the son of former Fox Central assistant principal Matt Moon.
Okay.
So I'm taking one of your
Yeah.
Mullins guys.
There we.
from you.
Yes, sir.
John, he's going to have to prove, Coach. He's going to have to prove that he can play up, in this game. But, if there's anybody, I believe in the young man. I think he's going to.
Okay. Hey, listen, we're getting through this 7th grade draft and pretty quick, and I'm going to go with Caden Adkins, Darryl McCoy.
Caden Atkins. So, Caden Atkins, Coach, he is Caden. I'm trying to think, where's he from? Mullins.
I believe we saw him at Mullins, Darryl McCoy.
What I thought. Let us know if that's different. And then on this here, Coach, I'm gonna go with a kid out of the St. Albans area. I'm gonna go with Mace Wills.
Yeah. Jackson Sloan.
Jackson Sloan. Action Jackson. The coach.
Be careful now.
That is a coach's son. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So big pick there, Coach. I'm going to go with. I'm gonna go with Bentley Mead. I'm gonna give that's John Mead's son.
Okay, yeah.
He was the big kid.
Oh, that's a big, yes, big kid.
Yeah, I just happened to see Bentley on there.
Had a chance to watch him play not too long ago.
I actually thought he was older than that because of the way he plays.
Yeah, right. Mason Meddings.
Mason Meddings, okay. The coach is going with young Mason Meddings out of Crumb. And listen, if he's a Meddings and he's in that area, you know he can play. That's one thing for sure. Coach, I'm gonna go with give me out of the Louisa area. I'm gonna go with Grayson Letson.
Grayson Letson. And of course, you just tuning in. We're here at Glenn Martin Hammond, Darryl McCoy, and as we always say during the grind session, Glenn Martin built this studio just for us.
Yeah, and that's something. I mean, when you got backers and you got partners like Glenn Martin Hammond, community partners that said, "Hey guys, listen, I got this beautiful new office. I got the top of the line internet. If you guys have the show here, I'll build you the studio." Glenn Martin Hammond did it, so this is the home of the grind session always. If you're in it for the win, call Glenn.
Steve Newsom says Blakely Jones is playing.
Oh.
Is in pain day of if you don't have him down.
Yeah.
I'm going with Milo Maynard, Darryl McCoy.
You're going with Miles Maynard.
Yeah, Miles Maynard.
Yeah, and I'm kind of upset at you, Coach. Again, this is family. This is my brother Matt Maynard's boy. Coach has called on to me. He knows that Maynard name. He knows if they're a Maynard in the Belfry area,
They can play.
Yeah, and they're kin to that family. They can play. So, Coach takes Miles Maynard out of Belfry. Coach, with that, I got Parker Stacy. I forgot about Parker. Parker come last year, Coach. Small, but this kid can hoop. If you've not seen him, he's the grandson of Brian Stacy, Tulsa's coach. He's a coach's son, Coach Brandon Stacy.
Jake Sturgill.
Mace Wills is 8th grade division. That's what they just put on it.
Okay, so he was written down in 7th. So, Coach, real quick before you go with that, I'll pick one to replace it. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. I'm I'm gonna go, and this here, he's at the bottom of the list with Jacob Carter, so I missed his name. I'm gonna go, Coach, with young Jackson Waller.
Yeah.
This kid, seen him play many times, comes from a very talented family. Him and Josiah Large going to be a very bright future there.
And for my next pick, we're going to go with Sturgill. Jake Sturgill.
Jake Sturgill. Coach going with Jake Sturgill on that one. Coach, I won't take any time. I'm going to go with the Elkhorn City product. I'm going to go with young Jet Ward.
They cheer their. Hey, listen, they're in a better fan base than those folks over at Elkhorn City.
Coach, we've been through it.
Yes.
We know. You slap them kids. I promise you, they will stand up and fight for their kids.
They'll be on you like a dog on a bone.
Yes, they will. I love that fan base.
What was the kid from Elkhorn City was really good when JJ Hilton was? What was that?
Heff
Todd
Conley.
was it Heff or Todd?
Todd.
Yeah.
Todd.
It's same.
Oh, is it same?
That's what they call
Oh,
it,
okay.
Very tough. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is your pick, or no? You okay?
Yeah, and that's what I meant. She said it earlier. Jackson Waller, he was the MVP of the game last year. So
Yeah.
Coach is looking at me like he's dumbfounded.
Right.
So but he was at the bottom of the list right there by Jacob Carter. So both of them I didn't see down there at the bottom, but Jackson, I got an absolute steal there.
David Jones says you're cheating again, Darryl.
No, I'm not cheating on it. I actually did not see it. Here, let's put that ink pen so you can see on here.
Well, they gave me a double-sided coin, if nobody knows. It's tails on both sides. I just now let Coach Keathley know that.
All right, let's go with Gage Douglas.
Coach, listen, I was wanting to keep them kids together, but Coach has split them up on me. I know Jeff Large is very excited that Gage dropped to him, especially that late in the draft. But I can tell you that we got a couple more to pick here, Coach.
We're down to
I
3.
like what I got right.
Yeah. Oh well, you got a 6'8" kid. You got Joel
Joel Frazier.
Yeah.
And I got the MVP Jackson Waller from last year. Coach, I mean but one of the kids that I'm just as excited about is Mikey Archer.
Yeah.
So and Josiah Large.
That's right. Unbelievable.
Coach, I'm gonna tell you what. Give me Ryland Mullins out of May Valley.
May Valley's been really solid the last couple of years out of that Floyd County Conference.
They built that program, Coach, where there's no off years anymore. That May Valley program, I mean, every year in Floyd County, they're right there with a chance to win. One of the best programs, hands down, in middle school in the area.
Final 2 picks, I believe, Darryl, and I'm going to go with Pritchard.
Dane Pritchard.
Yeah.
Coach, he's another one. Cannot believe that he fell that far. So I guess that leaves me, Justin Canterbury, right?
Yes.
So going over to West Virginia and take Justin Canterbury. I like Justin's motor. He's a kid that, Coach, he may not be thought of as the number 1 or top 3 pick in this, but he's a kid that's going to make a difference in this ball game.
Right.
Kid's a worker, man. Workhorse. So as you sit here, Coach, let everybody at home see the draft. Jeff Large will be coaching Coach Keathley and David Sting. John Meade will be coaching. John Meade's team, Coach, will wear white. Coach Keathley's will wear
colored uniform.
Yep. So
the away.
The ones he drafts will wear colored uniforms. The ones on this side will wear white uniforms. So remind everybody, make sure white uniforms on this side, colored on Coach Large's side. So, guys, and the 7th grade game, Coach, is at 5 o'clock on Thursday.
You got some names going on here.
So
Let me tell you.
we'll take the. Oh shoot, no, I forgot Blakely Jones. Yes, the coach. So who got last pick?
Well, there's 2 of them. There's another guy that says Hunter Newsom is also 7th grade.
Hunter Newsom.
From Shelby Valley.
Okay, that's why Blakely is on the 8th grade list. So Blakely is 7th grader.
Yeah.
So you want Newsom?
Yeah, let's go with Newsom.
You going with Newsom? Hunter Newsom.
Darryl gets Blakely Jones.
Well, I think one fell to me on that one. Told you it's very easy for these kids to get mixed up on these lists. Blakely Jones. So, Coach, there you go. For the folks at home, we will take a picture, and guys, make sure 5 o'clock, 7th grade game will tip off, and that will start the Mountain Showcase festivities on Concrete this year. We'll take a quick break. Be right back as we move over to the 8th grade game. If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE. If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 or reach us Monday through Friday.
And we are back here in Coal Run, Glenn Martin Hammond's office, as we got producer KJ on the boards. Kevin Keathley, I'm Darryl McCoy. You're watching the D&D Sports Network Mountain Showcase live draft here, Coach, as this segment is sponsored by our good friends at Southside Buildings and Carports. If Coach, man cave, she shed, utility building, they got you covered.
They got you covered.
Yep.
And listen, Darryl McCoy, nobody does it better, right?
Yeah.
Just the quality of service, KJ, is unbelievable. Just like the D&D Sports Network, this ain't no nickel and dimer here. We ain't putting on a dog and pony show. You showing up to the D&D Sports Network showcase games, yeah, you're a part of something special.
Yeah, they as you sit here and look, they should. As the teams, we do want to remind everybody, listen, some of these kids, some of them did not get back, but they was kids that have played in the past traditionally, and some of them will not play. I promise you, there'll be plenty of playing time. You know, the way that we do this thing, we make sure that everybody gets exposure and everybody gets their playing time. You know, that's one thing that we've never really had a problem with in the past. So do want to remind everybody, you know, the big thing that we always do is we try to make sure we tell the coaches beforehand, make sure first 3 quarters everybody gets equal playing time. 4th quarter, you go for the win.
And I always say this before we move along, is it's just no different if you're playing in a big-time showcase, which this is in Eastern Kentucky, but playing in a national level showcase event, or you're playing on the national stage, AAU. Sometimes you've got 10 minutes to get it done. But you know what? if you make the most of those 10 minutes, it don't matter. Coaches know what they know, and they see what they see. You make the right play, you make the right decision, you can shoot it, you can handle it, you value the basketball, you bring big-time energy on the defensive end, you're a great teammate. Those things stand out. Again, it's what you do with what you have. And as Darryl said, and what we've seen over the last 5 years, KJ, is like Darryl just mentioned, is sometimes some of these players that we've got pegged in because they have been a part of it past might not be there for whatever reason. So you're going to be fine with how this all plays out.
Yeah, we always want to make sure that we, that there's a couple extra kids, because you never know what could come up.
That's right.
So as we're sitting here looking, Coach, that's going to move us to the 8th grade game. Coach, I'm going to move over to the draft board as you're going to tell us who we got coaching this year.
8th grade game. Man, oh man, you got two good ones. You've got Matt Thornsberry, the new girls head coach at Belfry High School, father of Kira Thornsberry, and then you've got five-time Floyd County champion, and maybe 6, I don't know, Robbie Joe Johnson, who is now over at Betsy Lane, I believe. I'm not sure if he's helping. Is Robbie Joe still leading the Betsy Lane Bobcats junior high team? Yeah. He's done a tremendous job. Robbie Joe, the brother of old friend of mine, Stevie Joe Johnson, Stevie Joe and Scarlett, longtime friends. Robbie Joe gets it done, Darryl McCoy. So Matt Thornsberry, Robbie Joe Johnson.
Yeah. So as we're going to sit here, we will get started. Coach, do you want to, on this, how do you want to do it? You're a Floyd County native. Do you want to go Floyd, skip the coin toss, go Floyd County?
Wouldn't it just make sense? Right.
We're going to do the coin toss for the pick.
Right.
I'll take Matt Thornsberry. You take Robbie Joe Johnson.
All right, Coach, your call this time.
Makes sense. Let's go heads.
I told you what the quarter was.
I know. It just waited. There we go. I got heads, so I get that first pick in the 8th grade class, and
Coach, this class is stacked.
got a solid class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 1 pick.
Yeah, Coach and a pick.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm cheating.
Well, I got the right quarter out of my pocket.
Is that what it is?
I saw that one you had double-sided tails on it. You've been picking tails every time.
All right, Darryl McCoy. I'm going to go out of the Millard area. Kanan Ramey. It's going to be
yes, he is.
Going to be my first pick. I've watched Kanan evolve as a player, and I think he's going to. It wouldn't surprise me if he leads East Ridge in scoring next year on high school level.
This year, I watched the play-in game at Shelby Valley, and the young man played. He was 6 man.
Yeah.
He played well.
Yeah.
He is an absolute stud.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got lucky there. Haley House said, did you reach out to some certain coaches in Paintsville area, said schools, and nobody responded? A lot of these are ones that's played in the past. We've always have reached out to people in the past. And a lot of them are coaches that reach out and recommended their kids to us this year. I don't know how many on here are from that area, but Haley, if there's kids that we need to look into, please either DM us or let us know in the comment section, or DM us, and that way we can take a look at them. Okay. So as we're sitting here, Coach, number 2 pick. I'm gonna go, Coach. It's been a long time since I've seen him play, but I got to think that the apple don't fall far from the tree. I'm gonna take Peyton Cox.
Yeah.
the younger brother of Mitch.
I had a chance to visit with Peyton on multiple occasions, Darryl, when we were down there covering Huntington Prep.
Oh, did you?
Good kid, man.
Yeah.
Very likable, personable.
Seen him play?
He's a solid player.
I see a kid on there. I don't know how he passed your top two, but
Yeah. I'll
you're
have to look in a
not
second.
beating this time. It's a flamethrower.
I'll have to-
Flamethrower.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a flamethrower now. I've watched him pull. I've done a few other games. I watched him pour in 37 a couple times.
Oh man. Oh man.
Well, I'll tell you what. To let producer KJ get involved, Coach, is if you want, we'll take, and every now and then we'll let producer KJ pick a pick for us.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean,
And you can use that whenever you want throughout your.
I think I'll use the next one. Let KJ do it. I'm going to go ahead. Listen, we're going to stick with those Mullins roots, and you know who I'm going with. I watched that young man play since he's been wee high to a grasshopper. Nolan Hall, the younger brother of Grant Hall. Offensively, he's really good offensively.
He is, Coach Nolan. Been watching him in open gym lately. He holds his own against the juniors and seniors.
Yeah.
You got a steal on that one. So as we're sitting there, well, I ain't gonna go any further. I'm gonna take Jax Johnson.
Yeah.
Is that who you?
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
I watched him pour in 30. I've just done a couple. Every time I watched him play, he poured in over 30.
Jax Johnson out of May Valley.
Jack Johnson along with the Lucas Howard.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
team was loaded.
Stacked.
So did Lucas? Is he not playing today for again?
I don't know. I ain't heard back from Lucas. Don't know if he is or not.
Because I figured if he was, he would have been the top. Probably
Yeah.
the top.
Oh,
player.
yeah. Yeah, well, if he is, whoever, we'll have to remember whoever is going to get a stud, after. So, I've not heard back, so I don't know if Lucas is or not. If not, he'd probably, if he'd already confirmed, he'd been my number one pick.
Darryl McCoy, let's go down to Valley and let's go with Gavin Thompson.
Yep. Coach, that's another one. Really has developed, put in the work, and continues to get better every time we've seen him. We've seen him actually grow, Coach, since he's been a part of this. Since his 6th grade year. Every year we see him continue to grow. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take this kid, Coach. This kid will be one of the funnest players. Oh, man, there's so. Tell you what, I'm gonna save that. I'm going with KJ Melton.
Yes, good player. KJ Melton to play.
That's a
Yeah, that's a really good name.
Is that what you say, KJ?
good name. I know he can play.
He's a good player. From Hindman.
Yeah. KJ Melton last year, Coach, if you remember, he was a number one pick, but he ended up getting hurt and couldn't play last year.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Ryan Day from West Perry.
Very, very good player. His older brother, Coach, played at Perry Central. So, by the way, guys, I'm just going to drop a little nugget here, Coach, while we're doing this draft. If you haven't heard, Hacker from Leslie County,
Jaden Hacker,
Hacker is at Perry Central now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So,
big loss by.
Breaking news.
Yeah, that's big breaking news. Jaden Hacker, unbelievable 2027 player.
Oh, Jalen Strader out of Ashland. He's going to be my next one.
Who else can sit here and talk about players like we can here on the grind session? Literally. I mean, I guarantee you go to any other sports live streaming network in the mountains, and they can't tell you Jimmy Joe from Johnny Joe. Listen, we can break it down. We know their daddies. We know their mamas.
We know it all.
Yeah.
Jalen Strader, KJ, you know from Ashland. You know his older brother.
Quarterback.
Yeah, stud quarterback for Ashland. Jalen, listen, I've watched him since he was young. He impressed me as a 5th grader. And I'm very excited to get Jalen. I actually, he skipped my mind. I would have had him top 2.
I'm going to go. Listen, I'm keeping it in Pike County, right? And I'm going with Zane Varney from Pikeville.
Coach, I don't know if you've seen Zane lately.
He can dunk.
He
put one down at the what's the Dorton or
Yeah.
the gym up Virgie.
Yeah, no Virgie Gym.
Yeah, throwback game. He looked good.
Yeah.
You got a steal on that one. Tell you what, I'm gonna give producer KJ my pick this round.
Yeah.
So there you go.
KJ's seen a lot of ball games, junior high level this year. A lot.
KJ's probably covered junior high
More
more than we have.
More than me and you have. Because me and you, initially, we knew him like the back of our hand, but KJ's really.
I like Ashton Evans at Milford.
Listen, when it comes to talent, just skill, coach, a kid that's getting in the gym,
Yeah.
He's part of Matthew Perry, one of the Matthew Perry kids. This kid, his ball handling is second to none. He come over to the Kentucky side, and his game has only grown since. The Ashton Evans, you got a steal there, KJ. I appreciate that. Matt Thornsberry will get to keep Ashton Evans.
Again, it's that, and the kid can play. The kid can flat out shoot it, but it's that Betsy Lane blood that beats inside my veins here, that pumping in my heart. It's Colton Hamilton from Betsy Lane.
Colt 45.
I was looking. Their names was close to each other. Evans and
Yeah.
And I was that's who I was going back and forth with between them two on that pick.
Yeah.
Coach, he come to our camp, our basketball camp when we done it
Yeah.
back in the day
Yeah.
at Pike Central. He come to our camp as a second grader and was the best ball handler in middle school as a second grader.
He just listen. He knows how to handle it. Can shoot it. Got ultra confidence. Right. His confidence is through the roof.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take this kid real quick because I ain't letting it go any further. This kid, one of the best players on the West Virginia side, Coach, and I promise you, pound for pound, if you're wanting to get your bang for your buck, ticket sales, Kason Harless is the steal.
Oh, yeah,
from
from
Hearts.
I didn't see his name on there. That kid, as a sixth grader, on one of the middle school terms, was the smallest kid out there. Ended up scoring like 30 over
Yep.
everybody.
This kid, Coach, he is a freak of nature.
Absolutely can shoot.
Could flat out get it done.
Yeah, everybody wants to know, can he do it on the high school? Oh, shoot. I did see one on there. That showed out this past year, Coach. He was a bigger kid, high motor. I mean,
Well, that's
very
right. I
impressive.
bet you're talking about the same one
Yeah.
I'm thinking about too. He's got a real tall kid, and he put it on over on the West Virginia side this year down the stretch for a team that I'm thinking of.
No, I'm thinking about. I know who you're talking about, but there's a couple on there.
Pikeville, going back to Pike County region, I'm going to go with Patton Trimble from Pikeville.
Really nice pick. Patton Trimble.
They had a solid year, Darryl, this year in Pike County junior high basketball. Solid year.
Coach.
Yeah, they do. You're exactly right, Jordan Perry.
Yeah. The coach. I'm gonna go with the kid. I mean, I brought him up. I'm gonna go with him. He showed out. He dominated this showcase last year. Jamison Reed out of Racing.
Again, out of the 16th region.
Yep.
Deep thought here, KJ, and I'm going to let you.
Oh, you're letting KJ pick.
Yeah, he's going to make this next pick here for Coach Robbie Joe Johnson. Again, KJ's probably seen more junior high basketball than anybody. Well, JJ Pruitt, right? He's seen quite a bit.
Yeah, JJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, JJ Pruitt. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. The JJ's seen a load.
What do you need, Coach? Do you need size, guard play?
I like to have size right now.
Okay.
We've got some solid guard play. KJ looking it over again. He can break it down to you however you need it broke down. Analytics.
I tell you what, Coach, this kid, like I was telling Darryl, come on strong. I was watching the Mingo County tournament last year. Jackson Jewell.
Yeah.
He has size, Donnie Darryl.
Yeah.
And he down low, man, he was a force to be reckoned with last year.
I like it. Robbie Joe.
Oh, you're going with Jackson Jewell.
Yeah.
The Jackson Jewell. His KJ. His father.
Duke?
Yeah, Duke Jewell. Wasn't a bad athlete himself. The Christina Jewell, famous Williamson Wolfpack. So, by the way, listen, my phone's blowing up. Listen, message me if you don't care. I'll call you after the show. Message me so I can see what you're wanting. If somebody's calling me, make sure you send the message through. Coach, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go here. I'm going with Belford's Gabe Varney. Listen, Gabe Varney is a kid, Coach, that I'm telling you, in 3 years, he may be the best player on Palm Creek.
Hey, we've had.
Well, I mean, you've got 3 or 4 players in Belfry right now that could take that title, but this kid continues to get better and better. Right now, as an 8th grader, Coach, he's holding his own in open runs with juniors and seniors and kids that's in college. So, Gabe Varney, bright future. Keeping Matt Thornsberry, keeping that Belfry pipeline alive.
We're going to try to bring on a fan favorite on Robbie Joe's side, and we're going to go with Mr. Mason Lowe from Belfry.
Mason Lowe.
Oh, yeah. I can see him on there.
Coach,
They have a little point guard.
yeah, you're talking about a kid that flamethrower. He's another kid, just like Dave Varney, Ashton Evans, Mason Lowe. I mean, that Belfry team's going to have a chance to win a lot of ball games under Brent Perry.
Oh, yeah.
So as we're going to sit here, look. Now listen, I do not like picking this because I do not like his name at all, but because I'm a Bengals fan, but I'm going with Crum Steeler Salmons.
There we go.
Yeah. And Coach, there is one kid on there that I'm hoping you bypass him and don't get him here. Because he been working hard all summer. He's a multi-sport athlete, star, and Terry Jackson kid. And producer KJ definitely knows who it is on there, but very good, high on the list.
I'm going to go with Greg Williams from Williams.
Yeah.
G.
Yep. Other known as G. Williams. I wish I wouldn't have said that because that kid, there's no way that kid shouldn't have been top 3-4 pick. I'm gonna go with a kid, Coach, that they go his nickname is Fancy Pants.
I like
Fancy
it.
Pants, Darrian Vance. Give
I
me
like it.
Darrian Vance. Kid can do it all out of Kermit.
Let's go back to Belfry and let's go with Mr. Howard.
Kanan?
Yeah, Canaan Howard from
Oh,
Belfry.
I forgot Kanan. Listen, Kanan Howard, Coach, you will. He's more my type of kid. He's a kid that's going to come in, he's going to mix it up, and you talking about a kid, that's going to hold his own. Like this kid,
High motor.
yeah, very high motor, a very bright future. You got to steal. I didn't see Kanan on there either. I forgot about Kanan. Yeah, you got to steal there. Listen, I'm gonna stick with size here, and I'm gonna go with Jordan Belcher out of Elkhorn.
That's a good one.
Yep. Played varsity this year.
Coach, I might have got you a good pick with that. Kelly Curry says Jackson Jewell is my favorite on the list so far. He knows the game and will give you 110% all the time.
There you go.
I love that. Listen, we got he's the guru. KJ is, and listen, when it gets down this deep, and you've got somebody that's been covering middle school like KJ has, I'm gonna hand over that pick to KJ and let him take a look, and what best fits Robbie Joe's needs right now.
Well, I can tell you what. There's another kid on there that's got a lot of size. A lot of size. I don't know. I'm trying to look. See. Yeah, definitely could use a big. That's for sure. The kid transferred states last year.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach needs. Is Mason Porter and Belfry.
Sounds good.
That's it, RPJ.
I had him looking at him. I know he needed some size, and he's got it. He's tough too.
Yeah, he is the big kid. So Mason Porter goes off. I'm taking Shannon Isaac out of McGough.
There it goes.
Yeah, give me Shannon Isaac. Running deep on the list now. Not many left.
Let's go with Jackson Vance from Hearts.
You want Jackson Vance? Definitely a nice pick. That Hearts team was one of the best. It was right there with the Logan Timberwolves. I wish some of them Logan Timberwolves boys would have played the Ilderton kid, Beto. They are very talented. I watched Hearts against them this year. Hearts ended up beating them at Logan, but I'm telling you, extremely talented group.
Final two picks, Darryl McCoy.
The final two picks.
If I'm looking at that correctly.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Mason Wills. I actually one we had to switch groups. The Mason Wills out of St. Albans.
At least Coach, the last one is
Tucker Hall.
Tucker Hall from Lenore.
Hall. So this rounds up the 8th grade group. Remember, Coach Stornsberry's team will wear white this year. Robbie Joe Johnson's will wear the collared uniforms. So make sure you guys get up with your coaches, get your uniform, and the 8th grade game coach will be at 8 o'clock on Thursday. So we'll see you on Pond Creek on Thursday. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Coaches, we're going to dig in to we'll do the freshmen first.
Yeah.
And then we will do girls middle school, or girls underclassmen.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the 2027, which is sophomore group. Then we'll do the junior group, then we'll do the upperclassmen, and then we'll do the senior boys. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Make sure you keep watching, guys. See where you're going to be picked, and let us know, guys, who your favorite player is in the comment section below. We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast. It's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
If you were pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. If you want to work for the nicest fleet of trucks around, call Eric's Trucking. Right now we are hiring for 18 and 10-wheeler drivers. Must have CDLs. Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners, Tug Valley Panthers, and all mountain athletes.
Unfortunately, water, mold, or fire damage can happen to you. Restoration One of Southern West Virginia is available 24/7 to help take the stress out of your mess. Our primary goal is to respond and restore your property back to normal as quickly and safely as possible. When disaster strikes, Restoration One is your go-to cleanup crew. Save our number now in case you need us later. Whether the job is big or small, give Restoration One a call. 304-443-4959.
Welcome back here to Glenn Martin Hammond's office here in Coal Run. Kevin Keathley, Darryl McCoy back at it, the Dream Team, and we got producer KJ on the boards. So as we're getting moving around, Coach, middle school is took care of now. We've done middle school boys and girls. Now we move on to the high school group, and I can tell you what, this next group, Coach, is one of the most talented groups that we have. Take a picture of that there if you don't care. The
2028 class.
2028 class. And, Coach, this is one of the most talented groups from – well, I mean, you look at the 8th grade group, and it's hard to argue with that. And then now you're going to hear us continue to say that.
Well, Darryl, can you believe this? We've been doing this so long. You're going back to really we started this – at the end of the 5th grade, my son's 5th grade year.
Yep.
So that's been a long time. He's now a sophomore. So
not just sophomore, maybe the best sophomore in the state.
Well, but listen, he's worked hard at me there. You called that for a long time, by the way. He did.
Absolutely.
But
I don't think there's a lady about it.
It's amazing, KJ, that how much this has grown.
Yep.
And now we're getting into these guys that were 2028 guys. They were just 4th graders at the time.
Think of that.
Yeah.
4th graders.
Yeah.
Now, would that have been 4th grade?
But you now D&D started 2 years prior to that.
Yeah.
So they were 2nd graders, 1st graders.
Yeah.
And now
we've
they're
just
high
been,
school guys.
this is just our 5th year doing the All-Star event, or Mountain Showcase.
Yeah.
So, coaches, we look at this. We'll get to it right now. So let's head on over to the big board.
Freshman 2028 class. A lot of good players.
Who do we got as coaches?
We have got for the.
Oh yeah, this is the celebrity coaches game. So we got Bob Hovanak, leader, head coach. Helped found that Team Loaded program, and now coaches the Big Shots Elite. You know, on the circuit, Bob's one of the best coaches, hands down, in the area. This man has ties to every great player there is in Kentucky, West Virginia, and all across the Eastern United States.
Yeah.
So he will be coaching against Isaiah Smith, assistant coach at Huntington Prep. Isaiah was a state champion at Chapmanville. Coach still one of the elite trainers in the area. So Isaiah Smith, Bob Hovanak. Let's go first pick. KJ, flip it.
Call it. It's your turn.
I'm going to go tails. Tails never fails.
I'm telling you, get quarterback.
Hell, man. Waited.
Coach gets the coach.
Yeah, you get the coach.
Let's go with Bob.
You're going with Bob Hovanak.
Yeah. Known Bob for a long time.
A lot of pressure here, Coach.
Yeah, he's listen. Expectations is high. When we talk about Bob, I've known him for a long time, or at least we've corresponded for a few years.
Darryl gets the first pick.
So I get first pick, and as I'm looking here, first pick. Well, listen, I'm sorry, I can't. I cannot let this kid get out of the. I can't get him. Let him fall. I'm going with Keaton Terry. I think Keaton Terry. He definitely could be the best big in the mountains. Coach, he's the one that made a run at Tyler Redkins' rebound title. I think he may have passed him. He was right around 18, 19 rebounds a game this year.
Oh,
as a
wow.
freshman.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. Sure ain't.
That kid can flat out go.
Yep. And again, coaches get one trade.
Now listen, and you know, I've got to visit with his family a little bit the last couple weeks, and Braxton, my son's and him's kind of became close here. It could be one of the most skilled guards, right? I'm talking about from GRC. Now, young man, you better make sure you make it down here to Belfry, Kentucky. Connor Morgeson, man, oh man, that young man is ultra skilled. And he plays on the EYBL circuit, KJ. That tells you how good he is.
I remember him last year in the game. I think he was it the MVP of the 8th grade game last year?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He absolutely was.
I think he went off for like 40 or something.
Yeah.
It was big time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Listen, he showed out last year here, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to be. Listen, this kid, veteran mentality. This kid does not make mistakes. He could go Division I if he continues to work in football or basketball. I'm going with one of my favorite players in the Dakota fields, Dakota Dalton.
Absolutely.
I didn't even see Dakota.
Yeah.
Ashley Dalton's got a good one in Dakota, man. He already has, and this is no joke.
Yeah.
KJ, honest to goodness, if he doesn't lift another weight, which obviously then if he didn't, he might not look the way he does. KJ, he already has a college body.
Yeah, that's what college coaches look for.
Yeah.
Is kids like him, and you mentioned, he reminds me. He's a little kid like we talked about earlier. I forgot who we was talking about, referring to him, but he reminds you a lot of a Trent Noah kid. That could be his. Top by the time he becomes a senior. Any kid that can play the pivotal part like he did in a state on a state tournament run, then that's unreal at doing it as a freshman.
Well, listen, I didn't see his name, but listen, you put these two young men in the backcourt, and you already know Darryl McCoy. We coined his nickname some years ago. He was from the volleyball line, Mr. Logo. Bryson Dowell's from Martin County. That young man, oh man, he's been hitting the weight room from what I hear.
You got your backcourt solidified.
I've got a pretty good backcourt there.
Well, you're going to go there.
Martin County.
I tell you, give me. Give me the Braden Waldron out of West Side.
Good player.
Yeah, really good player.
West Side made the state tournament this year, didn't they?
Yep. Yeah, had a nice round.
Well, they went Wyoming East to them.
Yeah.
If you're looking for somebody to, and this is a showcase event. Guy just he's going to be at University of Kentucky competing in 3 different events at the state level. He just won gold and the high jump, Darryl McCoy. Highlight reel.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, we saw maybe the dunk of the year. And Parker Watts has a lot of them, but Mr. Wes Buck.
Oh, yeah. Highlight reel.
Man, they called that, by the way, a charge. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was insane. The officials need their whistle took for that one.
Yeah, but Wesley Buck, man, oh man.
A high flyer in middle school.
Yeah, KJ, he averaged 14 points a game as a freshman on a Floyd Central team that was as good as anybody.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach, I can't, listen, I got to take this kid, man. This kid, you got a dunker, I got to get a dunker.
Yeah.
To give me nasty Nick Prater.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Nick Prater, one of my favorites.
Out of Perry Central.
That kid can go.
He can. He's long, athletic. Listen, sky's the ceiling for that kid.
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, that kid has his length alone
Yeah.
puts him in the area of maybe a D1 type player if he works. All right, let's see. What am I waiting on here? This guy right here, he's like a junkyard dog. He's like a pit bull. That young man matches the intensity that I love to see some of the guys that I'm talking about here. And I love this kid. Loved him since the day he was teammates with my son, Pike Central, Colton Ratliff.
Yeah. I forgot about Colton. Colton's easy. Coach out.
And he's going to be,
He
that.
probably he may be starting that backcourt for Coach Al Holland.
right. You're exactly right.
Yeah, definitely deserves it. Coach, I tell you what, I'm gonna go with a kid that has dominated this All-Star event for years past. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna take this kid only because I know with Keaton Terry that if I put this kid, if you let him go much further, I'm gonna take him. But I know there's not gonna be many rebounds to have if you put them both on the same team. So I'm gonna move on with somebody else. I'll take. Give me this one. I will take. Jakari Good. Coach, I didn't even see Jakari down there at the bottom of that list. Alice St. Albans. The kid is a stud. And all the West Buck, Jakari Good. So I've got a lot of West Virginia kids.
You got a lot of West Virginia kids.
Yeah.
I like what I see out of this young man, especially as of late. I see him working hard, Darryl McCoy. Jackson Pack from Martin County.
And you got size with Jackson Pack. Jackson Pack's a kid that I expect to possibly be in rotation next year for Jackson James.
Yeah.
Bright future, long, athletic. Well, I ain't gonna say athletic. He's long. He's a lot like Trey James.
Yeah.
But as Coach, I tell you, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go here. Give me. I'm gonna go with I need a shooter. I'm gonna go with Mark Bowling.
There you go. Mark, good player.
Yeah.
Been around the block and back again. Seems like he's been playing for years and years.
Started a little bit for Piper this year as a freshman.
Yeah, and really good season.
This young man, he has all the tools. He has the length, a lot like Nick Prater.
Yeah.
Length, size. It comes from, as you say, Darryl McCoy, good stock.
Yeah.
Dalton Gillespie from Shelby Valley.
Yeah, another long athletic kid.
Yeah, 6'5", 6'6", legitimately. Savannah Noonamaker, the great Savannah Noonamaker, his aunt.
Yep. One of my favorite players ever. Coach, listen, as you're sitting here listening, Dakota Dalton, as you sit and look at this kid, I'm going to go with a kid that got a ton of varsity playing time last year. And I just think he's going to be ready. He's going to do the dirty work like you got. I got scoring on this team. I need somebody that's going to make all the other plays.
Right.
And I'm going to go with Knox.
I knew exactly that's who he was going with. And that was going to be potentially my next pick. Yeah, we're not off air, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just in deep thought.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I had seen him a little earlier, and I tell you what. Let's go with from Johnson Central.
Brennan Daniels.
Yeah, Brennan Daniels.
he's the kid I was telling you dominated, or he's dominated this event for the past few years. If you want to match Keaton Terry, it's going to be interesting to see if Keaton Terry can out-rebound that.
He had 20 rebounds one showcase event.
So, with that, I didn't even give me Landon Priest. Give me one of the Priest twins out of Wayne. There's a couple that I hope they're still sitting there when. Few very talented kids definitely left all over the list. In the middle there's a lot of talent. But I'm
Darryl, let's go with Sicorian.
You're going with John, the Philippine assassin.
You already knew.
Yeah, you're talking about ball handling, man. This kid does not. You can't strip him, coach.
One of my favorites.
Yep, John Sicorian. We've covered him. Fell in love with him. That's one reason the JV tournament is great.
That's right.
Because you fall in love with kids like him. I'm gonna listen. I ain't gonna let him fall anymore. I'm going with Jay Brock. Give me a defender. Give me a long, athletic kid that's going to get out and run. I can tell you what, Bob Hovanek's not going to be happy because I pretty much stole his whole AAU team.
Well, what about Harrison Fields?
Harrison Fields out of Pikeville. So you're going with Mark Bowling's brother, coach.
I like it.
We're going to have brother versus brother. Well, maybe. Let's see. So with that, let's see. Give me Isaiah Hughes out of Lawrence County.
He's been working hard, Darryl. Mr. Hughes plays for a really, really good coach as well.
Yep, great coach.
What about out of Belfry, Mr. Jace Mullins?
Yep, Jace Mullins. He's been one of the surprises, coach. And I know you got to really like him.
Yes.
During the AAU, or during the JV years, covering JV this year, I'm going to go with. I'm gonna go. Oh, I hate to do it to him. I've already took his whole team. I'm gonna go with Connor Booth out of or no, give me Jameson Ison out of Louisa. Jameson's the kid that's come and really showed out in this event. Past few years.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Really like that kid.
Let's go with Connor Booth.
Coach, I know. Listen, I might as well just put the nail in. Go ahead and finish Bob off. I'm taking his son. Give me Logan over there.
There we go.
I've been waiting since like pick 3 to see if you took him and put him on Bob's team. But I can't wait anymore.
You gotta go ahead and scooped him up.
Yeah.
Parker, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Parker Stiltner from Dorton. We're hitting that top of the hour, 10 o'clock mark. Man, oh man, I'm telling you right now, it's like them old shows. You stay up all night, you get those bags of chips.
Oh, yeah. Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, Gilbert Godfrey. This is us.
Night.
Yeah, go ahead and get the chips, get the soda pops, get in your recliner. Join us as we head towards that midnight hour.
Give me give me, Coach, I will take, and I'm going to stick the brothers together. And I'm going to take Colton Priest.
There we go.
I'm going to make sure we're able to keep Colton and Landon together. You're sitting here, Coach. One thing, let's see.
Missing. Okay.
I think you need
Maddox Sarton.
well, that right there, you definitely got the ball handler you needed.
Yes.
Maddox Sarton. The Maddox Sarton, Alamingo Central. Maddox he's been putting a load of work in this off season. He's a kid that he's a great defender. We've seen him, some of the top players that he went up against. He just gets up in them and creates havoc on the defensive side. Big fan of Maddox. His motor is second to none. But you got exactly what you needed in that pick because one thing is maybe another ball handler, and you definitely got that there.
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we got one.
Oh, I didn't even.
Or two more. We got two more.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take the brother of a legend, of a local legend. I'm gonna take Zoe Murphy, David Early's little brother.
Has Early made it to the men's league and played any yet?
He dominated. He'll be playing overseas next year. David Early will.
They played at Radford last year, didn't they?
Yep.
About got to the tournament. They got to the skin line.
3 picks. I'm going to go.
Okay, Coach, wait. Parker Stiltner. So Parker Stiltner just got word. Parker is in 8th grade. So you will get Parker on the 8th grade group.
Okay.
And let's see. So that took let's
go with.
Coach is going to have to pick 2 picks right now.
Yeah.
We got 3 picks left.
So you're going to get 2 of them.
And I'm going to go with Payne from Huntington Expressions Prep. Drew Payne. From and then Mr. You took Colton Priest, so
yeah.
All right.
You get the last 2.
So there's 1 pick left. That would be Jake from West.
Jacob Priest.
Jacob Priest. That rounds it out. Yeah.
Okay, so that rounds out that. Remember Parker Stiltner, you're on the 8th grade group. You'll be on the away team. And does that get everybody?
I believe that got everybody.
All right, that rounds out the 9th grade draft. As you're sitting here, remember this white uniforms. Isaiah Smith, Bob Hovenack gets the collared uniforms, and I'm very interested and intrigued in this one because you gave Bob Hovenack all the Kentucky stars.
Yes.
And he's used to coaching these West Virginia kids.
Right.
So listen, if there's anybody going to know what these kids' weaknesses and tendencies are, this is Bob.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be interesting to see how he coaches against his own guys. And again, you're allowed 1 trade. So
1 trade.
Use it wisely.
Yeah.
So as we're sitting there, and just got word, Coach. I guess that will give me. We just got 1 more player, and I'm glad that he come in because I got a steal. Is that right? Do I get this player?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with Aiden Copeland out of Martin County.
Good player.
And I tell you.
Oh, listen, Aiden. Man, oh man, people's going to be surprised with Mr. Aiden Copeland. The man can.
And I'll tell you this too. There's another kid that I haven't heard from, and I gotta expect if Aiden's playing that he's going to play. And Coach, you may get a really good player fall in your lap if Chase Hinkle decides to play.
You're exactly right.
So that rounds out the 9th grade draft, guys. We'll be right back. Take a very quick break, and we'll be back with the girls underclassmen as we'll draft them here in just a second. If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations.
We're back here, Glenn Martin Hammond's office, as you're looking at the 2025 D&D Sports Network Mountain Showcase Coach draft, as we just finished up the 9th grade, and I tell you, I think I'm going to put a mercy rule on you.
Yeah.
In that one.
You're gonna.
I think I got you.
You think you got me on that one? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, Connor Morganson, he messaged me, and he did say this. He said, "Tell whatever coach I get that I'm coming to win." So yeah,
right.
you know, but
Legit.
yeah. So that rounds out that. That puts us up, Coach. Let's move over to the big board here as we do the girls underclassmen. So freshman, sophomore game. Coach, let's move over.
Moving over to the big board.
Yep. So who's the coaches?
The coaches are. Make sure I got this, Darryl McCoy. Eyesight's not what it used to be. That would be.
Oh, it's a celebrity.
Is this a celebrity underclassman?
Yeah, Trinity Rowe and Carla Booth.
Carla Booth.
So we will flip the coin and see who gets.
Call, Coach.
Yeah.
Heads.
Tails.
Got it.
Yeah. So you get the coach. Who you want?
Let's go watch that young lady grow and develop over the years at the YMCA. On the other side, working out.
Miss Basketball.
Yeah, she's going with Trinity Rowe.
Trinity Rowe.
Her name's on the sign right down here in the cold room.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm going to go with Carla Booth. By the way, I want to remind everybody, the OPB Swish coach will have their first preseason game in Hazard on Saturday, and this team is stacked. So make sure you tune in to D&D Sports Network for professional women's basketball. Coach live out of Hazard.
Made their Final Four for their first year.
Yeah, first year made the Final Four as an expansion team. So, Coach, as we go on, I guess I get first pick. So let me see.
Darryl, and let us know if you're tuning in. Miranda Bradford and is Allison Howard playing?
Oh yeah,
Because I did hear from her today, but I know she plays softball. But let us know, Allison, or if somebody's tuning in, Coach Kidd, is Allison playing?
I think she told me that they was going to.
Yeah.
But I tell you, Coach, I'm going to go here with a player that I think has got Division I potential, someday, and I'm going to go with Wayne's J.C. Salmons.
Oh, absolutely. I remember watching her middle school chat with me on it. Blew my mind how talented she was.
Yeah, she's unbelievable. And there's another kid with Division I potential on there too. See if Coach gets her.
I can go with probably 3 different players here. I'm going to go with, man, that's tough. I'm going to go with Carly Stanley from Johnson Central.
Yep.
Tough because there's another one that's nipping at her heels in terms of just guard, being able to just do a little bit of everything.
Let's see if I can find her here real quick. Well, I'll tell you, this girl I'm going to go, I know one player that you're going to not recognize, so I'm going to leave her for a second. And I'm going to go with Maddie Fronapple out of Hazard.
That's who I was debating. Maddie is legit in every way.
She is.
But listen, okay, let's talk about this. And I'm hearing some buzz that some major D1 schools are already on the trail of this young lady. Major. Had a conversation. I think so. Yeah. Macy Maynard from Martin County. I'm hearing a lot of good things.
She 100% has a lot of Division I programs nipping at her heels, Coach, and a lot of Ivy League schools.
Yeah.
I mean, as good as a basketball player she is, she's a better student.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got a steal in that one. I should have took her with size there right off the gate. Is what I should have.
Allison and Whitney are playing.
Whitney's playing.
Yeah.
So we didn't draft Whitney. She's in
eighth grade.
Eighth grade.
Yeah.
That would be huge. Whitney is an elite level player.
So whoever got the last pick, she'll go on the other team.
Yeah. We'll have to look, you'll have to go back and look
Yeah.
at it. But Allison and Whitney both are playing.
And Addison Kahn, also out of Shelby Valley. So I tell you what, let's do it easy. I know you're a fan of the Howards.
Yeah.
I hate to give you Whitney, but I'll give you Whitney and I'll take the Addison Kahn.
Hey, I love Whitney.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. Coach, listen, with this one, I can't let her go any further. I know I could because you don't recognize the name, but I've got to take this young lady, Micah Adams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She was one of them Logan Timberwolves
Yeah.
I'd have to cover
Yeah.
2 years back. Talented guard.
Well, listen, now that I know she's locked in, Prestonsburg, blood runs.
Upperclassman though, right?
Huh?
She's upperclassman, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, she's junior.
Yeah, junior.
Oh, so we're going upper.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I was
junior,
getting excited. I was getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
So, okay, I thought you were doing.
No.
Okay, yeah, we changed it up a little bit.
Yeah,
So we'll
we're
wait
just
off of
doing
that.
two girls games on.
Yes.
Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. I was wondering where a couple of folks were.
Yeah.
I tell you who I've came away. They're really good at finishing. And we've covered them a lot this year, Darryl. Is Lexi O'Brien from Floyd Central.
Yep. The Lexi, very talented young lady, up and coming stud at Floyd Central. All right, well, listen, you got Macy. I got to go with some size too here, and I'm gonna keep the teammates together. I'm going with Keathley still. And I know KJ knows her too. Former Logan T. Wolf.
There's some people in the comments saying they need to come back to Logan.
Well, you can catch them on Pond Creek on Monday night.
Okay. I've got size, but I'm going to tell you this right now. This young lady right here really came on for Coach Brandon Kidd's team late in the year. You love her brother, Mr. Tyler Stevens. Lakin Stevens. She's going to be somebody you're going to want to remember as the basketball season approaches. I guarantee you Brandon Kidd will have her ready to go.
I agree 100% with you on that one. Coach, with that one, I tell you what, I'm going to go with this young lady. I know a lot of people are going to overlook her, but she's this girl really impressed me in district tournament this year, and I think she's a rising star. Give me Kaylin Sloan out of Phelps.
Yes, I agree. Listen, there's probably three names I'd like to go with right now, but I tell you somebody that I came away really impressed with out of the 58th district, and that's Carmen Racky from Floyd Central.
That was my next pick.
Yeah.
Carmen is a kid that she's the type of girl I like. She's going to get after it on the defensive end, extreme pressure. She's going to get you out and running. Big fan of Carmen Racky. Carmen Racky as we go, Coach. I will. I'm gonna go with a girl that has some varsity experience, and I think there's a few that's got varsity experience on here, but comes out of a great program, very well coached. I'm gonna go with Maddie Archer. Lawrence County.
Yeah, good player.
you, I don't know if she'll be playing because I think she might play softball too. But if she plays, I'd love to see her in this game because I think it's exactly the exposure she needs is Jada Patton.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's playing or not.
She evolved her game this past year. Just no longer
Throughout
transition.
the season,
Yeah, just doing a little bit of everything. I tell you what, going back old school, going back again to my Mullins roots, the daughter of Chase Snodgrass, Sydney Snodgrass, another ball handler for Trinity Row. She'll appreciate that.
Sid the kid.
Yeah.
Well, with that one, listen, I'm gonna go with a young lady that is. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna let producer KJ pick this one for me.
What do you need? Guard?
Whatever you want.
I think you need that all-around player. It's going to give you everything.
Yep, that's
Take it all.
Yeah, I was going to go with
That's-
that too. But I'm glad you did because she's kind of a Dennis Rodman.
I saw another good one on there that's a rising star over on the Mingo County side. Just a freshman this year, but she's about 6'2" right now. And her dad played collegiate football for the Mountaineers.
Yeah.
And her dad's about 6'5", 6'6". I mean, she's gonna be tough too. I don't know if coach can figure it out, but that's a good center.
I would be
somebody
down.
needs it.
Yeah.
She's probably the best size you got on that list. I don't think.
Besides Macy.
Yeah, Sam Macy. I think she's the second. She's probably around 6'2".
My worry right now is that I've got so much size with Maynard and Stevens, and then also you could say that Lakesdale Bryan's a little bigger guard. I feel like I don't have enough ball handlers.
I think if you
There
got
you
that
go,
girl, Darryl will never get a rebound. Between her and Macy, nobody can get a rebound.
Well, KJ, go ahead.
KJ,
Yeah,
pick this one for you.
you've got
You need
it.
a guard, though.
Who you got?
Yeah, we do need a guard, but
You got Carly, Stanley.
and Sydney Snodgrass, and then
Yeah, you
Lexi
do need a guard, don't you?
and Racky can as well.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these on here that's guards. Is Riley Feltner, is she a guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, good player.
Riley Feltner.
Yeah, good player.
Because you need guard. You gotta have some ball handlers beside Carly.
Yeah.
And that was my next pick. KJ, you killed me on that one. I tell you, I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with a shooter, and I'm gonna go with a young lady that I have fell in love with her game, Greenlee Vance out of Tulsa.
Yeah.
And Mark her and the Feltner.
She is just so you know, she comes out of the Parker Watts family.
Now you can go for that size, coach. You got your two ball handlers. You can dominate Darryl on the boards.
You're talking about from Mingo,
That's right.
Miss Jaden, right?
Jaden Bailey.
Jaden Bailey.
I was gonna take her next.
Yeah, she's just a freshman this year, but like I said, she's showing.
That leaves you one pick.
Is it one?
It looks like
Yeah, you got one more.
It's
No,
gonna-
there's two.
from Phelps.
Yeah, right here.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's the same name as
No, I'm gonna take Desiree Gold out of Martin County.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Coach Newsom's got herself a team that can compete for a region.
And coach gets, what's the last one?
Katie Yates.
Katie Yates from Phelps.
Girl out of Phelps. Katie Yates. And like I said, there may be a few other girls added to this. But right now, this is your underclassmen game. Remember, Carla Booth's team wears white. Trinity Row, Miss Basketball's team, will wear colored uniforms. So make sure, white uniforms, colored uniforms. Guys, this game will take place at 6 o'clock on Monday night. So make sure you come out to Pond Creek, support all these girls. It's going to be unreal talent in the building, and it's going to be a great ball game when you look at this talent, Coach. I promise you, these are some of the elite players. There's there's quite a few Division I players on this board.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, Coach, as we're moving over to the 2027.
Wow.
That's
Whoa.
what Coach has been waiting all night for this one.
Come on down to Morecross, 1523 West Avenue here in Williamson, West Virginia. We've got great deals going on right now on all of our new and pre-owned inventory. Guys, we've got rates as low as 0% on 36 months on select units, as well as up to $8,000 off in rebates on select units as well. We have Wranglers, Compasses, Grand Cherokees, second and third roll. We also have the Wagoneers. We have Rams 2500s, 1500s. We've got a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles. Come on down, check us out here at Morecross. We're not here to sell you a car. We're here to help you buy one.
Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. Get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you. Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes. If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE. If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes. And we are back here as we're sitting here looking at the 2025 Mountain Showcase. Kevin Keathley, Darryl McCoy. So far, I have dominated Coach Keathley in this. I'll just go ahead and give myself a pat on the back, Coach. But this is the one that I think anybody across the state, Kentucky and West Virginia, looks at that 2027 class and says there's more talent in it than any class in high school right now.
Listen, I've said this for 3 years now. The 2027 class is on trajectory-wise, could go down as one of the great classes of all time when you talk about recruiting, you talk about what happens at the next level. It's that good statewide. And listen, here's an example. The 2027 class, and you can't officially offer kids until June 15th.
You can't start talking to them yet.
Supposedly, right?
I mean, it's true.
Well, 8 kids in the state of Kentucky in the 2027 class have Division I offers already.
8 kids.
8 kids in the 2027 class. 8 kids.
That's insane. You know, when you take a look at these classes, Baylor Hall, yeah, we didn't get Baylor Hall. I didn't get clarification whether she was playing. But if she's playing, she will be on my team. So I'll take Belfry Baylor Hall gladly. So Baylor, let me know if you're playing. Love to have you.
But Darryl, think about that. June 15th, you can't really officially make that unless they reach out to you or unless they talk to your coach or you get on the phone with them. They can. Let me rephrase that. You can talk to a coach if you call them.
Yeah.
Like so they can't call you. So, but anyway, 8 guys. And another example, Kentucky's already offered 2 2027s, Jalen Mitchell and Albina Kazini. Albina's actually originally from Kentucky. Jalen Mitchell's from Indiana. They've already offered 2 2027s.
Where's Albina from?
Albina's originally from Kentucky.
What school is he in?
Now he's over in Arizona, I believe, playing for a prep school.
Well, when you sit here and look, I think during the D&D sports there, it was always the class that stood out to me was Riley Sammons' class. It was stacked.
Good.
And then and then when you look down through middle school level, and even when they was in 7th grade.
We've talked about it.
Yeah, you look 6th, 7th grade, you was like, that's the class to watch for. It's unbelievable talent.
Yeah.
And this one here, I don't know that there's ever been as much weight on the coin toss as there is in this
I
one.
know there's a lot on this one.
So
I know who the number 1 pick's going to be.
Well, and listen, I got some redemption to do. That man got me a couple of years ago and put me on the couch. So
You make the last coin toss. It's your turn.
I'm gonna
Well,
go. No, Coach picks it right because I done tails last time.
Yeah, I was going to say Coach picks it. Ready?
Let's go with heads.
Uh-oh. You get the first pick.
I get
Darryl,
it.
you pick the
Well,
coach.
either way, Darryl don't go wrong either way.
So who's the coaches in this one?
The coaches are
Brent Perry and Cameron Smith.
okay.
So
Yeah,
I get coach.
You get coach.
I'm taking Brent Perry.
yeah. And let me take Cameron, man.
Yeah, well, you don't just got Cam. You got Cam and Cody. You got the brother tandem.
I'll say this, and I talked with Cameron. If anybody knows Braxton Keathley, it's Cameron, because Cameron said, I spent 3 days without sleeping on devising how to guard Braxton. He said, I put video together for the guys, and man, oh man, did he do a great job. We were there. But what kind of dad would I be?
Not big in your
Well, my son. And I believe he will be. No, he will be. I spoke with him. We're not going to be out of town. We'll get back Monday, or he'll get back Monday. Braxton Keathley from Prestonsburg, Darryl McCoy, for Cameron Smith and Cody.
How many 50-point games last year?
He had 2.
2 50-point games.
They were back to back.
They were back to back.
He was very close to doing it a couple more times. The kid, a lot of people has him. A lot of people picks him best player in the mountains by far, regardless of class. You can make a strong, got high level Division I talent. SEC schools after him, coach. That was I think that was the no-brainer there. It fell in your lap. And no, it was not rigged, because I promise you I wanted to win that coin toss more than he did. Because a couple of years ago he put me on the couch, picked my son. So I wanted to get him back. But when you're going, you got Braxton, you left me no choice. Listen, I got to go with a kid that's got an unbelievable motor. We covered him in Bath County this year. This kid can shoot from the volleyball line with ease, and he's an elite defender too. I'm going with Huntington Prep's Mitchell Cox.
Mitch Cox, and that would have been my next pick. I'm telling you, and if Braxton wasn't able to play, that would have been my number 1 pick. I'm telling you right now, Mitch Cox, ladies and gentlemen, you remember that name, might be the most underrated player. Well, he's in West Virginia now, but I promise you, if you get a chance to watch Mitch Cox, which you will here at the D&D Showcase game, you're not going to want to. Darryl, he's just unbelievable, both sides of the ball.
I can tell you, Mitch Cox, he's one of them kids that may leave there, coach. I can tell you, every coach in the building will be wanting to talk to him.
Yeah.
He's an unbelievable talent. You will get your money's worth watching Mitch Cox. Him and Braxton Keathley must watch TV on the same floor.
All right. He can play.
This class is stacked, man. You don't know where to go. There's so much.
There's no wrong pick here.
No, no. Even the last pick could be a top 3 pick.
Man, I tell you who I'm going to go with here is he's a tweener. And I went back and forth on who to go with, but he can play either or. So in case you never know what happens with lineups, and rosters, but I'm going to go with Ethan Cole from Paintsville.
The Ethan Cole. Well, you gonna go with Ethan Cole? I tell you, tell you what, I ain't gonna go with any tweener. I'm going to go with I'm gonna go. No, actually no. Oh, I'm going Brody Little.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got former MVPs on here.
Yeah.
A lot of talent. I tell you what, I'm going between two people again, but we're going to give Jenkins some love, and I'm going to go with Cam Hayes.
Cam Hayes.
That kid's got it put together too now.
Yeah.
Cam Hayes may be he's one of the best passers that I've ever seen as far as big men.
Yeah.
Unbelievable court vision. Listen, you go. Well. I'm gonna go with Big Country. Tyler.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that. Actually, I'm going to go with Wyoming East. I want size. I want big size. I'm going with Connor Fox out of Wyoming East.
Yes.
He's got 6'11".
Yeah.
Yeah, legit.
He's a monster.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, let's go with another. That's between the. Let's go with McCoy Earham.
That was my next pick. McCoy Earham out of Huntington St. Joe, coach.
Another guard.
Yeah, when you talk elite guards in this class, he's it. Like he could very well. I mean, you could have had him anywhere on that list or in the top three. The kid's just an elite player.
Right.
Like McCoy Earham, I'm a monster fan of his. Coach, I tell you, I'm gonna be smart with this pick because if I know Cam and Cody, I know they're gambling, and like I said, coaches get one trade. So I'm going with Tyler Weddington, and if they want him, they're going to have to give something good up to get him. And Coach, you need size.
We got
I got Connor Fox and Tyler Weddington.
You got Ethan Cole 6'4", 5. You got Braxton Keathley 6'4".
I got interior post players, two great ones.
Listen, let's put them together, right? Let's do the teammate deal, and let's go with Brock Woods, who I get more and more impressed with every time I watch him.
So you got Brock Woods, Coach, and Brock Woods. Listen, one of the best shooting big men.
Step it out.
Yeah, he can step out, stretch the floor, and Coach, I promise you, I watched a kid play the other day in Open Gym. Nobody's seen how good this kid's got in a matter of 3 months.
Yeah.
Or 2 months since the season ended. Brock Woods is a kid that, if he continues to work like he is, Coach, it's hard to tell him where the kid's going to end up. We've seen him play on a national level.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played high-level AAU. You got a stud in Brock Woods.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody, you could go either three of them, Connor Fox, Tyler Weddington, Brock Woods, and say they're the best bigs in this game. There's another one. Big there. I'm gonna hope you pass on him, and I do know you know him, but I'm gonna wait on him. Give me a kid that impressed me last year in this game. He recently transferred from Elliott County to Morgan County. Give me Aiden Barker.
Yeah. Good player.
Really nice forward.
Good player.
Yep.
Listen, this is a young man that has continued to evolve his body. That's what it's all about at this age. He's gotten stronger. He's gotten leaner. And Darryl McCoy, man, he hit that dagger in a 4 overtime classic at Junior Newsom Arena.
Yeah.
Braden Hall can flat out shoot it. And man, oh man, listen, I'm telling you right now, it wouldn't surprise me if he's averaging 20 plus next year. The way he shoots it, very high IQ. Something Braxton's always said about him. He said, "Man, oh man, Braden has a big time basketball IQ on top of his ability."
Well, him and Braxton used to be teammates.
Yeah, briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
for during summer, right?
So
Yeah.
they know each other.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Keathley talking about somebody that hit a dagger, but I'm gonna cap him. I'm gonna say a kid that hit an even bigger dagger, the biggest shot of the year. I'm going to go and listen. It's up to debate whether it was a 2 or a 3. I'm going with Mr. Hayden Perry out of Lawrence County.
Yes. Man, oh man, Hayden Perry. What a year he had. Just all around, does it all. How big was Hayden Perry? Region tournament game. Offensive rebound after offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
Unbelievable. And I know, I hope Coach don't get this one, but,
I tell you who, I could go a lot of ways. There's multiple former teammates here, guys that I know really well, their skill set, but I'm going to go with, Christian Johnson.
Christian Johnson. So, Coach is going with somebody that's going to get in there and bang, going to do the dirty work, going to get rebounds. Also, a kid can play inside out. At one time, Coach, Christian Johnson was the battling for the best big in the 2027 class with Tyler Reddick.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with a kid. I can't let this kid go any further. I need guard play, and I gotta go with him. I'm gonna go with Grant Hall.
There you go.
I got to have guard play. If there's any kid that's gonna, Coach, Grant Hall. Nobody's gonna out hustle this kid.
Yeah. Second effort, third effort.
Yeah.
You better believe it. I'm going to go with, to counteract, it's kind of like Bizarro Superman. You guys remember that, right? Bizarro World. They're so similar in a lot of ways. I'm going to go with Carter Jude.
Jude. Coach, I actually didn't see Carter. Man, now you got in a situation where you're doing the same thing I am, because I know Brent Perry's going to want Carter Jude. Will he pull a trade out to make that happen?
Right.
I don't know, but
I know one thing. He better not send Mitch Cox anywhere.
No, absolutely. When you look at that list, he's got that.
Yes,
Cox.
unbelievable player.
I tell you, Coach, I'm gonna go. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Jacob Waller out of Raceland. This kid, big fan of Jacob's. He's a kid that a lot of people on this list, they won't know him because he's 16th region. A lot of people watching in our coverage area. But this is a kid that extremely fun to watch, and I promise you, he's not going to let you down. When it comes Brent Perry, he's going to be very deep.
Yeah. I had a chance to watch this young man about a week ago. He has a ton of potential. Really, between a couple of guys here, I'll tell you what, reunited and it feels so good, Darryl McCoy. Let's go with Colton Young from Pike Central.
Well, I ain't even got to look at that. I don't know what's next, but I seen another kid, and I'm gonna stick with guard play. Well,
go ahead.
Let me see. Preston Sloan out of Paintsville.
Yeah, good choice.
Really good choice. Preston's the kid that ended the season prematurely last year, but Coach, highly skilled guard. Look forward to seeing him back. I know he's been putting in a lot of work. This is a big showcase for him.
Young man that has a ton of potential, ton of upside. Got a great release, big body. You know who I'm talking about here, and I'm talking about Mr. C.J. Waller from Tulsa.
Well, Coach, I was really hoping that you wasn't going to pick him.
And I think that round, no, it's one more.
I was hoping you let him go because he was going to be my next pick. Well, that leaves me Jake Endicott.
Yeah.
Wow, big man for man.
Yep. So I get size anyway, so I'll take Big Jake in this one. And I tell you, when you sit there and look, now there's a chance we're still waiting, trying to see, but Coach Keathley knows who it is. Coach Keathley may end up with a really good guard if he ends up playing, but we're still trying to work things out there, see if it happens. But as we sit here, I mean, an elite guard too, Coach. I know you're a big fan of him.
Yeah.
But whenever you when you look at this board, Coach, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be hard to ever find a game with as much talent as this. I mean, look at them. There's no weak spots. You know, I mean, you could have took kids that was the bottom 4, and in our previous All-Star games, they would have been top 3 picks.
Yeah. Right.
Unreal. Yeah, this is unreal. Tell you, Brent Perry, Cameron Smith, you know, the 60th district rivalry continues, Coach. No love lost between them two. It's going to be fun on Pond Creek to see who comes out on that top.
And Darryl McCoy, I'll remind folks, you want to see a guy that you've not got to see play, well, unless you've tuned in to D&D and Huntington Prep, you're going to want to tune in and watch Mitch Cox.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this, and I'm not, listen, Braxton Keathley's an animal on his own. You know, everybody knows how good that kid is. He's going to be first pick in any draft. But I can tell you, if there's any kid that would have been the next pick in any draft, it's Mitch Cox.
Oh my God,
he's unbelievable.
He's unbelievable. Fun to watch.
So guys, we're gonna take a quick break. Remember, Brent Perry's team will wear white. The Cam and Cody will wear their collared uniforms. Remember, get up with your coach, get your uniforms. White team, Brent Perry. Cam and Cody will wear colored uniforms. We'll be right back, Coach. That takes us to the junior draft. And, Coach, you've seen it. It's a stack.
Yes.
As any class we got. Come right back and join us.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 and reach us Monday through Friday.
Hi everybody, Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. Back here in Coal Run, we are here for the 2025 D&D Sports Network Mountain Showcase Draft, live draft here. Kevin Keathley, Darryl McCoy, producer KJ. Coach, last year, if you remember, we was after 12 o'clock when we ended this thing.
You're exactly right.
We're trying to beat the record this year.
We was here.
Yeah, we was here. This game is very important. You know, this is the best exposure, Coach, locally that any kid's going to get.
Right.
You know, and we had an AD of a Division I college tell us this was the biggest postseason event that he's ever seen in his time. Said in Eastern Kentucky. He used to be here locally. So this is the biggest and the best event we do. This is by far the biggest and the best that we've done so far. The teams are unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, Pond Creek's going to have more talent than it's ever had at one time.
Yeah.
So as we're going to sit here, that'll get us started. Listen, this segment is sponsored real quick by our good friends at Bruce Walters Ford. Remember, Bruce Walters Ford for all your new, used, pre-owned vehicles. Call Bruce Walters for all your vehicular needs. We're going to junior class here, Coach. This may be next to the 20. Well, I don't know. All the classes are stacked, but we are loaded with talent here. Coach, my pick.
Yep, your
I'll
pick.
go Tails as always. Tails never fails.
And it's his. Coach gets the number 1 pick again.
Yeah, there we go.
Who's the coaches?
The coach is Darryl McCoy, and we're going girls.
Boys.
We're going boys?
11th.
Okay, boys 11. That is, I'm looking here, Darryl, and
TJ Blevins.
yes, TJ Blevins.
Yes, TJ Blevins versus Mystery Coach. And the reason why I'm not going to tell you who this is because there may be some breaking news coming, and I don't want to give it away. It's going to depend on this, Coach. I tell you what, I will take TJ Blevins, and I'll give you the Mystery Coach.
I like it.
All right, so TJ Blevins, Mystery Coach. And everybody will understand whenever we get this figured out. And Coach, I know you I've not told you yet, but I'll tell you real quick. So, as we're sitting here, Coach, 11th grade, you got the pick, so you start us off.
I went back and forth. There's because I like guys that can play multiple positions in case something happens with the showcase event. I always like to start out with a guard that can do different things. So I went back and forth. I went back and forth with 4 different guys here. I went back and forth with Chris Spriggs. I went back and forth with Caden Harris and Jackson Keene because Keene can play multiple positions. And he's going to score it. But I'm going to go with just to start the team out, Darryl McCoy. Caden Harris.
Caden Harris. So, Coach, you knew to get that jab in on me, didn't you? You knew how much I like that kid.
You are a big fan of Mr. Caden Harris.
Yeah. Well, let me see here. It's almost to the point where if you take Caden Harris, like everybody's putting him and Chris Spriggs
right.
in the same because what a lot of people think is the best 2 point guards in it. But I tell you what, I'm going to. Coach, there is so much talent in this class. I'm going to go with probably the best shooter that I've ever covered in the D&D era, and this is no lie. And that says a lot because we've had a lot of great shooters. I'm going with Hazard's Dalton Combs.
Big fan of Dalton Combs.
Yep.
Good pick. Well, listen, and I'm not going to waste any time because, again, I just need to build a team that I know that can do different things. And he had a solid year at Pikeville, Darryl McCoy. I thought about Chris Spriggs, but I'm going to go with Jackson Keene from Pikeville.
Jackson Keene. Well, Coach, as you do that.
Again, Darryl, he's a guy that plays multiple positions and flat out not sit down like Dalton Combs.
I tell you what, since you done that, I got to match your Caden Harris. I'll take Chris Spriggs.
I was going with Chris next. All right, I'm going to go with. There's a couple of guys that you know is going to bring it with an engine, but I'm going to go with Walker Russell.
Walker Russell, Coach, took my guy.
Yeah, you're a big Walker fan.
Yeah, big, huge Walker Russell fan. He can guard players a lot bigger than him.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays for us on our D&D Mountain Elite team. With this one, let me see it. I guess I'm gonna go here with. I'm gonna go with the big 6'8" monster. I'm gonna go with Moise Casenda.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he is TJ Blevin's player, so I'm sure TJ's gonna like that.
All right, listen, I'm going back to a guy that I know real well. Just won a state title. Your guy, Darryl McCoy, Braden Ferris.
I knew Chef Braden Ferris was my next. That's who I was going with. But
Big fan of his.
I did not think that you would take him.
Big fan of his ability to control the game.
You got two elite PGs. Oh, well, I'll tell you, I'm going to take Harrison Riggs out of Spring Valley.
Player.
I ain't taking no time to take that one.
Let me go with Darryl McCoy. Let me go with Devin Maynard from Martin County.
You're going with Devin Maynard. Coach, Devin Maynard, listen, if Devin ever decides that he wants to be that kid, he's a kid that could play at a high level of college basketball. He's a kid that you could see a lot of in-state schools if he ever decided. But he's just as good in football.
Man.
So he's having to share his time. But if he ever decided he wanted to focus 100% on basketball, listen, he's unreal, coach, athletically. Devin's a stud. So that will, coach. Now, tell you, see, I took Casenda there. I'm going to go here, coach, with I'm going to go with a kid out of I gotta go with my I gotta go with my D&D guy. I gotta go with a kid that, I need a point guard. Is there any point guards available? Any point guards available? No. Well, I've got to go with my D&D Mountain Elite guy. Reclass this year out of Wesley Christian. Give me Jake Sloan.
Mr. Jake Sloan.
Yep.
Former Prestonsburg Black Cat, former Pike Central Hawk.
I know. I probably surprised you there because you probably forgot about the reclass.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, so he's a junior now.
Let me go with Huntington Expressions Prep, Caden West.
Now, Coach, if you talking about a sharpshooter, the Caden West, just so you know, that is Pastor West's son.
Oh.
Yeah. So I will coach with this one. I'm gonna go with St. Albans Zayal.
I'm gonna listen. This young man, good player, good player. Does a lot of good things. Gunnar Woods from Lawrence County.
Yep. Yeah, there's one thing about it. You're going to have shooters.
Yeah.
Gunnar Woods. Coach Steph. I mean, listen. The bigger the game, the better he is.
Yeah.
And him and Caden Harris, they know each other quite well. Well, with that, Coach, I'm going to go with a kid that can do it all. I need another guard. I need one that can get down nasty defensively, a kid that can shoot the three, and a kid that has a state title in his on his resume. I'm going with Carson Newsom out of Tug Valley.
Yeah. You talk about another guy. You talk about motor. You talk about engine. You talk about maybe will be the best defender next season in the 15th region. I mean, you can make a case different ways. And Darryl McCoy, I'm going to go with Peyton Owens, Pike Central.
Peyton Owens, you're 100% right, Coach. He is a kid that can guard multiple positions. The very versatile. And I agree with you. Could very well be the Lathan Hall Award winner this year.
Yeah.
Well, with that one, Coach, listen. I've got to go with my Chapmanville guy. Recently transferred there from Lincoln County, and he's ready to make a name for himself back in Logan County, and that's Eli Smith.
Good player.
Very good player. His brother Isaiah Smith played at Huntington Prairie, won a state title for Chapmanville basketball family.
Man, there's a couple of guys that have really improved. But I tell you who I like. Solid, a lot like. I tell you what, they're very similar. Jackson Keene and this young man, Devin Maynard.
Oh yeah.
From Mingo.
Devin Maynard, Coach. You talking about a kid that can flat fill it up. This is a kid that could be a dark horse. Like anytime he steps on the floor, if he's hot, he could have he's a big player of the game. Well, with that, Eli said, I'm gonna go. Tell you what, I need more size. I'm gonna go with Ethan Lance out of Betsy Lane.
That's a good one.
I like Ethan.
Ethan had a really good year for Betsy Lane.
Yep.
All right, let's go with. I'm telling you, there's
still a lot of talent on that board.
A lot of talent, especially that HEP team.
No.
But I tell you what, I'm going to go with a guy that's been working hard, getting it done. Terry Delaney.
Yep. Terry, Coach, super athletic. The big fan of Terry Delaney, and he continues to get better under Trevor Noble.
Been working hard.
Yep. Well, with that, Coach, with that pick, I think I'm going to go with Alex Starcher out of Huntington Prairie.
Honey Preps loaded up.
They are the stack team. And again, Coach, we may have a nationally ranked top 10 player. May be there. I'm not going to mention a name until we find out for sure.
Yeah.
But we, just keep an eye for that.
This guy, another shooter. Oh, he can shoot it. Will Rowe, Pike Central.
Will Rowe. Coach Will Rowe just won the three-point contest in another All-Star event recently. Will's ready to step in, and Will is going to play a pivotal part in Al Holland's offense next year. Coach Will Rowe is a kid who continues to grow, and his big thing, Coach, is he had a really bad injury earlier in his career, and he's just now getting back to 100%. Huge fan of Will Rowe's. So with this here, let's see, I took Zay Hall. Yeah, I got Zay Hall. So I tell you, I'm going to. I'm gonna go with Mark Brown out of Huntington Prairie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and that was a steal, leaving him at far. Brown. All right, so that leaves you with
Alan Moore,
yeah.
Martin County, and I've been impressed with Mr. Moore. I've got a chance to see him.
I'm a huge fan of Alan Moore. He's huge. So So, guys, for you guys at
Well,
home.
that leaves one more, Darryl McCoy. You get Gavin Hamilton from Phelps.
Oh, forgot about Gavin. Yes.
Yeah.
The so.
Oh, well. Let's see. Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Now these are the ones that have confirmed, and I think but Coach, when you sit here and look at this roster, TJ Blevins' team will wear white, and our mystery coach, and I tell you what, your team looks more like a team I would draft than this one. Looks like we kind of changed places there. But when you sit here and look, the mystery coach will wear collared uniforms. TJ Blevins' team will wear white uniforms. So remember that, guys. This game will take place at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. So make sure you guys come to Pond Creek, support these boys. And, guys, we'll be right back. We will have the girls' upperclassmen game. Coach, 2 classes left here on the D&D Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Come on back.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
All right, Coach, as we're sitting here, your seat's empty. Producer KJ, he has tapped out on us, Coach.
He said, yeah.
He can't stick it out.
Darryl McCoy, I don't know how many nights we've had like this, right?
We've had a lot, man.
Yeah.
A lot of nights. So, but this here, guys, live from Glenn Martin Hammond's office, Coach. As always, if you're in it for the win, call Glenn, #1 attorney in Pike and Floyd counties, guys. And we want to thank our good friends. Eric's Trucking. Call Eric's Trucking for all your trucking needs. No job is too large or too small. All right, Coach, so we're going to sit here. Let me get a picture of this before we take it off. And as you're bringing up the girls' upperclassmen.
Upperclassmen.
So we're sitting here, Coach, girls' upperclassmen. Coaches, who do we got?
We have got, let's see here. Justin McCoy.
Okay.
And you don't have the other.
Oh, Corey Thacker.
Corey Thacker.
Yeah. So,
oh, man. He done a great job for Betsy Lane this past year.
We're going to flip it for first pick, Coach. So, I'll say it right here so everybody can see I'm not cheating, Coach. And hit the tails.
Tails.
Tails it is. So, Coach, you win first pick. Coach, give me Justin McCoy. I'll stick with the McCoy. And Corey Zacher falls to you. So, girls upperclassmen. So this means juniors, seniors, and girls. And again, Coach, we're still trying to confirm. This is what we've got confirmed. So make sure you let us know. Oh shoot, we did forget somebody on that list, and they're on there, and we didn't pick them. So actually, it was next to last pick. Well, it'll fall to you. You get Luke Featheroff.
Yeah, Luke. Man.
He was on the list, but somehow we marked him out on there. So you get all three of the Lawrence County kids.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so I guess you're doing well there. So, Coach, as you're sitting here, girls upperclassmen, junior, senior, girls.
Well, listen, I can go three different ways, but I just love taking that knife and digging.
You're not going to do it.
I'm going to do it. No, I might not do it, Darryl. What about from not Darryl McCoy?
Kyra McLaren.
Yes. Let me go with Kyra.
Kyra McLaren is Coach, the Player of the Year.
And I know Justin's a big fan of. I know who you're going to pick.
Yeah, the Kyra McLaren is Coach, Player of the Year in the 14th region. This girl is as good as any girl we've covered in the past couple of years.
Good. Good player.
But I'm going to go with a young lady that is, Coach, she is family to me. I'm going to go with my daughter-in-law. I'm going to go with a girl that's well, you got 14th region Player of the Year. I would be remiss if I didn't take the 15th region Player of the Year. I'm taking my buddy, Miss Sophie Atkins.
And how good Sophie, just her upper body strength to get in the lane, finish through contact, does a little bit of everything. She got better and better as the year went around.
Committed to the University of Pikeville.
And that's a big offer.
Huge. Mike Mullen said no Brady and Sadie Johnson this year. We've not confirmed back. Either one of them's confirmed. We absolutely would love to have both of them. Mike, if you can get confirmation and let us know, but we haven't confirmed on them two. I know I seen Sadie not long ago, and she had an injury. So I don't know if she's back 100% yet, but let us know, Mike.
Let me go with the young lady who I've said for probably 3 years now, the right situation, the right development. She could have been on pace to play Division I basketball. She's got the body for it. I'm going to go with Lee Jackson. Leanne Jackson.
You are 100% right, Coach. Leanne Jackson is a girl that, I always thought, one of the best at running the floor that I've seen was a young Alyssa Ellswick.
Yeah.
Well, Leanne Jackson, she does it as good as anybody runs the floor.
Really good.
She's like a deer, So you play half court, you play transition with her. Very versatile, Leanne Jackson, out of Pikeville. Okay, Coach. Well, I know. Listen, I've got to take this young lady because I'm a huge fan. I begged her to come back and play basketball, and I got to take Miss Cat Walters.
Yeah. Athletic, bouncy is what I would describe her.
Yep, athletic, quick as a cat.
Listen, I was so excited about this young lady that I almost drafted her in the underclassmen game. You talk about energy, enthusiasm. She'll guard Darryl McCoy. She can score it. Oh, yeah. Give me Prestonsburg, Lady Black Cat, Allison Howard. No bones about it. I think everybody knows my favorite player.
Well, you're doing that, and I'm glad you took her because I would be in trouble if I didn't pick Miss Callie McCoy.
I was waiting because I didn't want to take Coach McCoy to have her. Callie McCoy, I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen, you tuning in. I know you've been a fan of the grind session for a long time. She is almost a replica of Cassidy Mullins, who played at Pike Central years ago.
Yeah.
They play so much alike.
Yeah. They Justin Dillon said McCaylin Mead. We sent an invite out, but we haven't got confirmation, Justin, if she's playing. So let us know. Would love to see McCaylin Mead, the big out of Belfry, play. So Coach.
There's a couple of here. You can't go wrong, man. But I'm going to go with Chloe Crace from Floyd Central.
That was my next pick. I was like, I'll have an elite defensive backcourt with her and Cat Walters. Well, so you take Chloe Crace. I will go this. Oh, I'm taking Addison Amick out of Logan. I didn't even see Addison on that list. And Coach, hold on 1 second. I think there's one more I got to add on that list. There. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I forgot that she was late confirming
Again, there's a couple that I'm debating between here, but I tell you somebody that I'm make sure that is the name.
This girl right here, Coach, you're going to fall in love with her. Addie
Amick. Addie Amick, yeah. Listen, this upperclassman game, legit, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's, like I said, it's not, we've not went extremely deep. We don't have it's not a, as far as players go, there's not a ton in it. But when you talk talent, there is elite talent in it. And, there's a few more we haven't heard from Ashland and Russell. We'll find out later on them, but right now we won't have them in it.
Darryl, I'm going to go with. I went back and forth here, but I'm going to go with Hannah Lafferty. I'm really impressed with her coming back from the ACL injury.
You got really nice size, Coach, and Hannah Lafferty, she ended up closing the season out really well.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Reagan Lafferty was going to steal the show, down low, but Hannah Lafferty, she held her own down there.
She did.
So you're going to go with that. I'm going to go with. Man, I need size. I'm going to go with Candace Spalding out of Martin County.
Yeah. That's Martin County was a guard away, Darryl, from being with that Johnson Centrals and the Lawrence counties.
Yeah, I agree. In this game. So just so you know, the girls will be playing their first game on Tuesday. So they worked it out where the boys and girls both would play in this game.
That's awesome.
How good is it for a school to work with?
Yeah, unbelievable. I'm going to go with let's go with Chloe May, Darryl McCoy.
Chloe May. So as we're sitting here, Coach, make sure we have it. Okay, yeah, we're still on there.
We're still live, right?
Yeah, you're going with the sharpshooter, Chloe May, out of Martin County. And Coach, this girl the other day, I watched her in a postseason event. This girl hit 4 threes in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Wow.
She's an unreal shooter, an elite shooter. Coach, let's see. I'm gonna go. I need a PG. I need a really good PG. I'm gonna go with Brooke Markham out of Martin County.
Yes, Brooke Markham.
Yeah.
She can play.
She can. I think I got a steal on that.
I think so too.
No way she should
play. So too.
Should have failed that far.
Let's Emily Archer.
I was trying to get her and Sophie Atkins back on the same team again, and Coach busted that party up, which is my fault. I should have took Emily earlier. Coach, she is signed, if I'm not mistaken, to play collegiate basketball somewhere. her signing day be coming up in about a week. Emily Archer out of Tulsa. Well, listen, I can't let this young lady go any further. I'm going with Hallie Krause out of Logan. Haley Krause.
Big time get.
Huge. She was a late addition. She confirmed late, but I like my team. Now your team, both of them. Your team's kind of a blue collar team that is going to get after, and this team. I don't know. This is going to be a heck of a ball game.
Styles,
Yeah.
right? Let's go with Maddie Dotson.
Yes, you're taking Maddie Dotson out of Phelps, and that leaves me, Coach, a very nice prize. I get Daisy Farley out of Chapmanville.
Big time game. You're not going to want to go. You're going to want to be right. Either you're going to want to be in Belfry, or you're going to be right in front of
D&D.
watching D&D.
Coach, when you look at this, going to be interesting. Daisy Farley, if I'm not mistaken, I think she transferred and maybe played at Logan for a minute. So
Yeah.
let me know if that's true. I may be just thinking that. But this right here, guys, is the girls' junior senior game. Like I said, there may be one or two more added that we're still waiting to get confirmation on. But for you guys tuning in, or that's watching right now, guys, this is your teams. Justin McCoy's team: Sophie Atkins, Kat Waters, Callie McCoy, Addison Amick, Candace Spalding, Brooke Markham, Haley Krause, Daisy Farley, Corey Thacker, Kyra McLarenis, Leanne Jackson, Allison Howard, Chloe Crace, Hannah Lafferty, Chloe May, and Emily Archer, and Maddie Dotson. So as you're sitting there, looking, Coach, this game right here, I'm extremely excited for this.
Well, you've got the 14th region player, your 15th region player going at it. Yeah.
But I'm stoked here. This is going to be a good game. So, guys, we got one more game left here on the 2025 D&D Sports Network Mountain Showcase Draft. We'll be right back, guys, live from Glenn Martin Hammond's office.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern Coalfields.
For any of your financial needs, we encourage you to stop by one of our 5 convenient locations or apply online today at lbnt.com.
Whether you choose to stop by or visit us online, our team is here to help you every step of the way.
Buying a new home, expanding your business? Choose Logan Bank and Trust. Let's bank together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Eastern Kentucky understands the importance of taking care of one another. That's why after graduation, I came home. 25 years later, I've put together a team at Glenn Martin Hammond Law Offices dedicated to fighting for your legal rights. When you're dealing with a sensitive legal issue, you want someone who will take care of you as a person, not just another case. Our team will help you through the legal process of Social Security, personal injury, work injury, car wrecks, wrongful death, medical malpractice, and nursing home neglect. Call us today.
And we're live back here at Glenn Martin Hammond's office in Coal Run. You're watching the 2025 D&D Sports Network Mountain Showcase Draft Night, Coach. All year long, people wait for this night. And we are finally here. We went, because of Easter falling on April 20th, we've had to push this thing back and doing it during the week. But there's no way that anybody can say that there's ever, I'm just trying to think. When is the last time that you will see this much talent under one roof in the mountains?
Listen, it's been a long, long time since an all-star game's been done right until the D&D Sports Network came along, or a showcase game. They used to, years ago, there was one that used to be held at Pikeville College. I came in as a college coach, and watch that. But this is it. This is the coup de grace, whatever you want to call it, the icing of the cake of the 24-2025 season. D&D Sports Network covered probably 700 games, right, Darryl?
Oh, easily.
And this is the final one of this basketball season.
Caps off the season for us here on the D&D Sports Network. Coach, as you sit here and look, see, Daisy did play at Logan, Wendy White said. So, as sitting here, E.B. Waters has confirmed, okay, we got E.B. down, the coach. That takes us to the senior game, Coach. So as you're sitting here,
I think the other way.
As you're sitting here looking, senior game coaches, who you got?
Senior games will be Matthew Perry and Sean Meddings.
Matthew Perry and Sean Meddings, Coach.
The father of Jordan Perry, if folks don't know.
Father of Jordan Perry, and that leaves, I guess I picked heads or tails this time, right?
Yeah,
You picked last. Make sure people can see. Tails.
There we go.
So I won.
Yeah.
On that one. So I guess you get coach.
Let's go. I'll go with Matthew Perry.
You're taking Coach Perry. One of my good friends, Coach. The coach stealing him from me on here. Listen, I can tell you right now. This man is one of the best coaches I've ever seen. He's, when it comes to skill set training, you won't find any coach that lives and breathes basketball like Matthew Perry.
When your passion is, when you're driven by passion, then everything else falls into place, and his passion is second to none.
Absolutely, 100%. And let me make sure here that I didn't forget any. Yeah, say pen real quick.
Yeah, listen, this senior class game, last chance for the seniors to really ball out on the D&D Sports Network and kind of have one send-off, one big send-off.
Yeah. And it seems like I'm forgetting a couple on there. This is a class, guys, for anybody this 2025 class. Coach, 3 years ago, it looked like it may be the worst class to ever come through the mountains. But it's ended up rounding out to be a really nice class from top to bottom. A lot of talent in this class. So I guess I get first pick.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, Coach screwed me over last year on this, and made me sleep in the bed on the couch because I didn't pick a certain kid. So this one here, Coach, I cannot. His hard work, and I know you have as much right to him as I do because you put in your credit to his development. You started with him. You helped lay that groundwork. But he's my son. I've got to take him. Jackson Estridge.
Jackson Estridge, captain of Coach Meddings' team, the senior team.
Yeah.
Jackson Estridge had an unbelievable year, Darryl McCoy, and because of it, guess what? Kentucky Christian University, tradition rich. People don't realize 8-time national champions, ladies and gentlemen. That's a legit program. KCU. Jackson Estridge, Darryl McCoy.
Yeah, definitely that's huge. And there's no way. Listen, I'll tell you this emphatically. That he's the number one pick in this draft, and listen, it's not because he's my son, Coach. There's no way that you can pick 15 kids better than that kid, let alone 3 in the 15th region. This kid is, he's deserving of the first pick.
Worked his tail off to get, as they say nowadays, he got it out of the mud or got it out of the dirt, right, Darryl?
That's it. Yeah.
There was no hand-me-downs or give-me's with Jackson. Now, what you've basically done, though, Darryl, and this is very smart, because no matter what, you get 2 for 1, basically. Because What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go with the tweener, but try to offset your 2 for 1. So I could go no wrong either Jaden or Parker. Parker was going to be my pick because, man, high fly. Jaden Stewart going to be my pick.
Jaden Stewart.
He can play the multiple positions, so he's going to offset a little bit of your chess game.
I'm not. I think. Make sure here that there's nobody that I can see you. Yeah, I shouldn't even be thinking about this, but I wanted to make sure the coach. I'm going with none other than Mr. Parker Watts, Mr. Elevator Man.
Oh, Parker Watts, the high flyer.
There you go. Give me Parker Watts. I can tell you, you better have them rims tightened up on Belfry, because if not, they're going to be coming down.
Is as athletic a player that we've covered.
Yeah. Maybe ever.
Yeah.
You know? A couple of years ago, I've only said it on 2 kids. I told you 2 years ago, I said Brady Bell will be the leading dunker in the state. And I told you last year, Parker Watts will be the leading dunker in the mountains. I told you 2 years
All right. Not a lot of size in this, so I'm going to take one of your guys, E.B. Walters.
You took my guy. The coach knows me. He knows that would have been my guy. So here, listen. Trying to think if you'll leave him or not. Tell you what, I can go a couple ways here, Coach. But I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. Listen, he's my other guy. Might as well stick these 3 together. Those teammates at one time last year. During the summer ball, I'm gonna go Peyton Davis.
Yeah, listen, Peyton Davis, maybe. No, not maybe. I mean, top 3 shooter in the mountains.
Definitely top 3 shooter in the mountain. You got two elite shooters in this game here. One on Kentucky and one on West Virginia. I don't know if you'll recognize him or not. But if I get them both, it's over. But you when you sit here and look, Coach Peyton Davis, he's former Lathan Hall Award winner. Him, Parker, and Jackson play very well together. That's what. I'm gonna go with chemistry.
Yeah, good chemistry there, and all 3 are. Guess what? Going to be teammates next year.
Yeah, at KCU, I didn't think of that.
Right.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. So Coach Pack is going to have a reason to.
Yeah, he'll be in the house. Coach Pack will. So
I'll tell you somebody that I think I can get 2 for 1 on this. And this kid, every time I watched him play, I was really impressed with Matt Hatfield.
Yeah, Coach, you got listen. Matt Hatfield is a kid that he should be playing college level. But he's a kid that could go in and he could run a program right away. Like he don't make mistakes. He just goes in, he does his job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a blue collar lunch pail top guy. That was a steal with him, and he's one of my D&D Mountain Elite. You think of that D&D team, Coach. Right now, 5 of the 6 kids have played on our D&D team.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah. And Jackson Esters, Peyton Davis, Matt Hatfield, E.B. Waters, and Jaden Stewart.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, so
big time.
With you taking him, I tell you, I'm gonna step in there and I'm gonna take Zane Saunders out of South Charleston.
That's a good one.
Yes, he is. He's coach. He's got size. You know, the one thing, him and these two boys right here have had wars in the past, South Charleston and Martin County. But now you'll get them on the same team. Listen, if you've not seen Zane Saunders play, you are in for a treat, folks.
Unbelievable.
He is extremely talented.
All right, so I got my 2 for 1. What I was wanting out of this is Cameron Pente.
Well, here's what you got. You got in Cam Pente, you got a kid that will offset Peyton Davis' defense.
Man, I know all about it. Mr. Pente, unreal.
You know it more than anybody.
Yeah.
So, Coach here, I tell you, and like you said, 2 for 1. I think I'm going to go and get a 2 for 1er here because one of them I don't think you will pick. So I'm going to go and take Colton Caldwell out of Spring Valley.
That's a good one, and you left the guy that I wanted because I need a guy that can play the shooting guard spot. Joey Gollahue.
Oh, okay. And you got Joey, and you are 100% right. Joey is a kid. Coach got length, got size. He's a kid that at one time he was looked at as maybe the best player in his class.
Yeah. And
at one time in his career.
Yeah.
And Joey's a stud, man. You hit the lottery getting Joey right there. I actually didn't see Joey on that list, or he'd have been young. Well, tell you, as we mentioned, Coach, I'm gonna stick with the theme of shooters. Jackson Estridge, Peyton Davis, 2 of the best 3-point shooters in the 15th region.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with what may be the best one on the West Virginia side. And I know his coach is going to like it. I'm going to go with Ike Meadows.
Yes.
The kid that can roll out of bed and give you 50, Coach.
Can fill it up in a hurry.
Yes, he can. And remember, coaches get 1 trade. So coaches can trade. Each coach is allowed 1 trade. The coaches have to agree to it, and you have to let us know so we can let the players know and we can set the team. But you get 1 trade.
Listen, this young man right here, you talk about Jackson Estridge, you talk about Peyton Davis, top 3-point shooters. No, you talk about top 3-point shooters. This young man, out of nowhere, Darryl McCoy.
I know he's going with
top.
He's one of my D&D.
Yes, the big dog, as you call it.
The big dog.
Connor Napier.
That was my next one.
Man, he filled it up from 3. He might have hit maybe more 3s than 2s.
You killed me on that one.
Man, he did not miss from 3. A flamethrower, Connor Napier. And I know Kara Thornsberry. Wow.
And she'll be in the house.
Yeah.
So listen, and these boys, and we'll talk about it when we look at the end here of the show. Coach, well, I tell you, with this here, I'm going to go with Caden Vance out of Westside. The Caden Vance, multi-sport athlete, coach, just signed. I just went and covered his signing the other day. I'm trying to think who he signed with. It come to my head too quick. What in Glenville State? I cannot remember, Coach. I just went over to Westside 2 days ago with this kid's signing, and Caden Vance, one of my favorite players, Coach, an elite player on the basketball court. Listen, when Westside loses him this year to graduation, they lose their best football player, their best basketball player, and their best baseball player.
Wow.
I mean,
that's
it's
crazy.
Rare you ever see a kid like that.
Yeah.
He is rare. Caden Vance.
Yeah, he's that Bo Jackson guy.
I got a stud. That kid, Caden Vance, could have very well been top 2 pick on either team.
Well, yeah, that's a big one. I've got 2 guys I'm debating between, but I tell you what, I'm going to reunite them for one more game and won a state title, Darryl McCoy, over at Tug Valley. What are your guys? And former Prestonsburg Black Cat, Tug Valley, Ethan Farrell.
My next one. Coach, you've been one step ahead of me these last couple picks. Ethan was my next one. I thought for sure, I was like, Coach will let him slip one more round. but I wanted to get Caden Vance before you did. So the Big E, and listen, Ethan, Coach, congratulations, that young man transferred from Prestonsburg, Coach, and really went to work and played. Whatever Road Rabbit needed. He went in there and he said, "What do you need me to do?" He went in there and was one of the most important cogs in that machine, and ended up winning a state title.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, awesome. Couldn't be happier for you, Coach. We see Shane Saunders says Colton Caldwell, Parker Watts, and Zane Saunders, AAU teammates.
Oh wow!
So you're talking about chemistry.
Yeah, you got a lot of chemistry.
Team chemistry over here. So with that there, let me see who's left. I'm going because I think I can get this other kid in a second on the next pick, but I'm gonna go with T-Man Porter.
Okay.
South Charleston.
Yeah, South Charleston, unbelievable team, talent that way.
Well, and T-Man Porter, Coach. Good thing about T-Man too is he's also being offered by KCU.
Wow.
I think he will go a year at Huntington Prep this coming year, and then he will next year possibly go to KCU.
Listen, you can't go wrong with whatever decision route he goes. You left me. I was hoping that you would leave him. I need another elite level flamethrower.
That's who I was wanting. I know who you're going after.
Listen, he hit 10 plus threes in a game, I think. Carter Dameron.
Yeah. Just signed with you, Pop.
Yeah. What a year he had for Eastridge.
He did. Carter, well, we'll talk about it here in a second. The coach, and now that leaves, I know one. Oh, no, at least three players. Let me see what I need here. Do I need size or do I need? Tell you what, I'm gonna go with a kid that I love this kid's game. Well, I don't know. Kind of need shooters. Give me Brody Dotson out of Mingo Central. Brody Dotson, the kid step out.
Yeah.
I told you about him after this summer after me watching him at the brick shop. I said I fell in love with this kid.
Yeah.
He lives in Kentucky but played at Mingo Central. Kid can really shoot the ball, step out, got size on him. Big fan of Brody Dotson's. He's a kid with all this here. He's going to come in, and what he's going to do, Coach, is he's going to do the dirty work. And these colleges will leave there, writing this kid's name down just because of the dirty work he does and knowing he don't care to play that role. So there's two kids left.
Cole Blackburn from Tulsa.
He's also Coach Cole Blackburn's a kid that can get up and rattle the rim.
Senior game, going to be a special one.
So that's going to leave me, the teammate of Brody Dotson, and I will make sure we've not forgot any of them there. I think we have got them all. I will take Caden Porter out of Mingo Central. Now that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19. Okay. So as you're sitting here, Coach, looking at this, if we forgot any, make sure you guys listen. Shoot us a message. Let us know. Do not get mad at us, because I promise you, we've been working on this 3 weeks, night and day, very easily. That I forgot to write a kid down, or that somebody didn't message and confirm. So let us know if we forgot anybody that didn't accept their invite. I think the girls upperclassmen may have a couple more that we'll add, but when you sit here, Coach, you look at this. Let's see. You know how many players on this team that has played for our D&D Mountain Elite program?
I look probably 10.
Close, 9.
Yeah.
So Jackson Estridge, Peyton Davis, then you had Carter Dameron, Ethan Farrell, Connor Napier, Joey Gollinue, Matt Hatfield, E.B. Waters, and Jaden Stewart.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, think of that. You tell me, around here, you tell me a local AU program that's ever had that much talent on it.
No, you're exactly right. Locally,
it's unreal. And throughout this whole draft, we're peppered with players that's played through our program. Walker Russell, Braden Ferris, Chris Spriggs.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely going to miss these kids. And when you're sitting here, look at this, guys. The Matthew Perry's team will wear your collared uniforms, collared away uniforms. Sean Medding's team will wear your white home uniforms. Now, as we sit here, Coach, this rounds out the draft. Another year down. Again, the biggest event that we've had by far doing this is this year. And I don't know, I think a lot of it is where we're doing it during the week. And, I think it's, a lot of people, has obligations on the weekend. I think that was a big reason why. But when you take a look at the talent, I mean, it's insane how much talent over the next week is going to be coming to Pond Creek.
They're invading Belfry. Listen, the 15th region, 14th region, West Virginia, all points in between. You're going to want to tune in. If you're not at Belfry, getting the chili dog that everybody's talked about, getting the concessions, visiting with, as Darryl said, these kids have played together or played against each other since Little League. So it's one more chance to congregate, Darryl, with people that you've seen in a gym, and Darryl, you're going to miss it.
Yeah, you absolutely will, Coach.
So you want to come back and be a part of it.
You do, and that's the thing. I promise you. Like last year, it was. Jenkins said that they sold more hot dogs on that weekend than that. They've never run out of hot dogs ever at the concession stand.
Right.
They ran out 5 times.
Wow.
5 times they ran out of hot dogs. This is one of them events, we urge everybody to come out, be a part of this. If you like basketball, I promise you there's no better place. You're going to have college coaches in the building. You're going to have national scouts in the building. You're going to have, the best of the best. Listen, if you are an elite player in your class, then you're competing on Pond Creek this week because there's no other event could put the best of the best together like this one does. And, tickled to death for it to land the way it did. Very excited to have Braxton back being able to play. I know everybody wants to watch him. So, they'll get one last chance before summer hits to watch him. He'll be repping that Peaburg uniform. So, he's going to be at him, Mitch Cox. That's going to be a nice battle.
He's a player, Mitch Cox. Man, oh, man.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice to see every one of these classes pan out. This year we do feel bad because we had to leave the 6th graders out, but we'll try to get them back. We will get them back next year. This year a lot of things fell out of our control, so we're late having it. But Coach, I
think we're not. I think you got the other view on with the camera, right? It was still. I think so, but no, you're right, Darryl. Listen, this is one of those days where it's middle of the week. As Darryl said, a lot of times things are going on with weekend sports, weekend travel sports, or you're just out doing something else. Jenkins has been a great host, but Belfry this year taking it over, I've heard a lot of great things from what's going on to get it ready. You're not going to want to go anywhere but be exactly in front of the D&D, whether it's the iPhone, whether it's the smart TV, or Belfry, Kentucky, checking out the D&D showcase games. I can't wait. Oh man, I'm feeling really good about my team, Darryl McCoy, and
no, I'm feeling.
Believe it.
I'm feeling extremely good, Coach, about my team. There's one class I feel like you might have got me on. Which you could have went either way, but I'm gonna definitely like my picks. Me and you have always went after different players.
Yeah,
we're 2 different teams.
Right.
You're kind of you like the showstoppers and getting up and down. I like the kid that's gonna get their hands dirty and get down and try to make it a nasty game.
You like that nasty New York Knicks basketball from the 90s.
Absolutely. That's why I become a Knicks fan.
Right.
So as you're sitting here, guys, I want to thank again each and every one of you guys. We know it was a late night, but Coach, you go from 7th grade all the way. I mean, you talking about Jackson Waller, the former MVP from last year. Brennan Daniels has won an MVP. Think of all these kids, 7th grade, Josiah Large, kids that come in, Colt McCoy, that really put their name on. I mean, like, that's what people don't understand. When people says, hey, why don't you write about my kid? Why don't you cover my kid? We've told them for years, if you want us to cover your kid, not saying like we're going to try to cover it, that's our job, is try to know every kid and do it anyways. But if you want a guarantee that we will remember your kid forever and get behind them throughout your years, they need to play in this event, because this is where, we didn't know about Jamison Reed out of Raceland. We didn't know, this is where we get to see these kids. Brennan Daniels.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for what he does in this D&D game, would we ever be talking about him?
No, I mean, back-to-back years. Unbelievable.
I mean, dominated.
Yeah.
And that's what this does. It gives, everybody around to see your kids compete against the best of the best. And one thing we always tell people is we tell the coaches before it starts, first 3 quarters, make sure everybody gets equal playing time. 4th quarter, you go for the win. The reason why is because we got college coaches, we got scouts. They don't want to come in and see people jacking up shots during the volleyball line. They don't want to see music blasting during the ball game. They don't want to see, people out there cherry picking. They want to see competitive ball games. And the reason we do this, we want kids to get offers and looks, and we want kids to get exposure out of this. And if you just see them go out there and, doing stuff that they'll do in their local gym class, then they're not going to appreciate that. And, we wouldn't be doing right wasting these coaches and these scouts gas to come here and watch, and the fans, not giving them a competitive game.
Well, I can say this, and I'm with you on this, the parking lot threes, the walking back up and down the floor, take that to your local YMCA.
Yep.
And I can promise you, Darryl McCoy, last year in particular, went down, and it wasn't parking lot threes, but they were going about, probably there was a point where there was a certain class that's going to have speed. He went down during halftime and got onto them and said they need to compete play. This isn't your dog and pony show. And like I said, Darryl McCoy, you mentioned a good point. The D&D Sports Network, it don't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're from Pikeville, Prestonsburg, Martin County, Chapmanville, Tulsa, Belfry, Huntington. You will be talked about, written about. You get as much coverage as you want if you engage. There's no handpicking who we're going to talk about and write about because of pressure and whatever.
Yeah.
There is nobody puts pressure on the D&D Sports Network. If anything, if you do that, it's going to backfire, Darryl.
Yeah, it absolutely will. And that's one thing that's why this event is so important to this area. It's something. It's 5 years. If you can do an event, it's the longest running All-Star game or showcase that in the Coalfields. So if you can take and do it like that, then this has continued to grow thanks to our friends at Jenkins. We couldn't listen. It started there, it grew there. This year we're having it at Belfry. And we pretty much had to have it at Belfry this year. But we do want to also thank our friends at Jenkins, because we couldn't. This event wouldn't be where it's at if it wasn't for them.
Right.
So, but Coach, when you sit here and look, I am stoked. Tuesday night, 7th grade game, 5:00. Girls middle school 6:30, and 8th grade game at 8:00.
Big games.
Yeah, they're all big games, huge games. Middle school night there on Pond Creek. Then Monday you will have the girls underclassmen and the girls upperclassmen game at 6 and 8. And then on Friday, now give or take 20 minutes on this scheduling here, but 5, 6, 7, and 8 you'll have the junior, senior, or freshman, sophomore, junior, senior going throughout. So the way that we want it, we try to tell the officials to officiate it like a normal game. So we want to make sure that, everybody gets equal playing time. They get a lot of playing time. We do 20-minute halves, or 10-minute quarters. And, we urge the coaches, to make sure that the games stay competitive. And again, everybody will get equal playing time for 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter, we want everybody comes there wanting to win. So even the kids, that may not get the majority of the playing time in the fourth quarter, they want to win. They're competitive.
Right.
They wouldn't be in this game if they wasn't competitive. So we give them a chance to win. And again, 2 caveats. Remember, the coaches get 1 trade apiece. The coaches can trade. And the other thing is, whoever is the MVP of the previous game has an option to play up in the next game.
Yeah.
So, you do win that chance. So if you're a 7th grader, you get a chance. The MVP gets a chance to play in the 8th grade game. Freshman gets a chance to play in sophomore, and then on. So it gives them a reason to go out there, hustle, ball out, and Coach, I've never been as much excited about this event as I am.
Join us. It's going to be a big-time deal from start to finish. Like I say, you can't make it to Belfry. Join the largest sports network, not only in the mountains, but dare I say in Kentucky, in terms of coverage, covering sports. This is the place to be. It always has been. 5 years running.
5 years running on this. This is our 9th year as a company. 5 years Mountain Showcase. This is it's been a great partnership. And this is kind of one of the biggest events that we do all year long. 15th region tournament, and this is and the Hatfield McCoy shootout are 3 of our biggest events we do. Well, we're finishing off the season and the year with giving these players a great chance and a great opportunity. Kevin Keathley, Darryl McCoy.
Hold Darryl. 2:30 a.m. You're going to want to tune in to D&D Sports Network. We're going to have an after dark exclusive. We're going to break down all the trade, all the transfers.
Well, listen, Coach, we've got to get on our listen, and we're going to do this for you folks. We ended up having a TikTok
exclusives.
It was a TikTok.
What do we call that?
Was it?
Did that last year?
Yeah, trying to think of the name of it. I can't remember it wasn't Undisputed. It was anyways, the show that we do on TikTok. We done it a few weeks. And we'd go on there and we would say stuff, because on there you could talk about stuff that, and it's not going to go everywhere right away.
Right.
And we really gave fans backdoor stories and, all that. So we're going to have to bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back.
So we'll do that soon. And because there's a lot of trades, and listen, Coach, we got a lot of stories to share.
A lot.
Of stuff in the past.
Stuff that's went down.
Yeah, that stuff that's went down, stuff you want to know why certain things happened, why certain things didn't happen. Well, we normally on our TikTok show, we'll break down the news and we'll tell the gossip.
I like it, Darryl.
So, guys, Kevin Keathley, Darryl McCoy, an exclusive grind session 2025 Mountain Showcase Draft has come to an end here at the wee hour of 11:54.
Man, oh man.
Guys, for Kevin Keathley, Darryl McCoy, until next time, so long and good night.
It's been a while. Let's see. Making it rain.
Money.
I love it.
Yep. Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash.
Again, guys, want to thank Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law, Bruce Waters Ford, Southside Buildings and Carports. Want to thank our good friends at Cheech's Pizza, Eric's Trucking. Also want to thank Markham Remora and Associates, T&D Quick Stop, Cheech's Pizza, Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. Want to thank Double Quick, Mingy Beef Jerky, Markham Remora and Associates, Tommy Maynard's Auto Sales, Crum Funeral Home, Maynard Chiropractic, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, and Coach, we want to thank our good friends at Kirk and Crum Law.
Yeah.
So, guys, we'll see you Thursday afternoon on Pond Creek. For Kevin Keathley and Darryl McCoy, so long and good night.